being off the board. We'll see if the
Oh, yeah.
direction or in another. The Finisher making his way to the stage.
Let me see. Let me get
Here
the live.
in Kansas City, defending Super Bowl
Alright.
champs, hosting this
I already
year's
got it.
NFL draft. And the commissioner enjoying a little Sweet Caroline. He seems to enjoy the Neil Diamond, who among us does not. Roger Goodell allowing the crowd to continue with the chanting back part of this, which has become so
Oh, wait, we just
popular
YouTube on me.
in many ballparks. Here we go. Here's Roger Goodell.
All right, picks in.
For the Atlanta
shit, hold
Falcons
on.
pick,
Falcons.
I'm joined by Chris and Shane from Big Brothers Big Sisters of Kansas City.
I'm trying to fix
Chris
it.
and Shane are a true testament to the power of mentorship.
Are we live?
Yeah,
The
we live,
NFL
nigga.
and its teams work closely with Big Brothers Big Sisters of America.
Now tune in
Part
to
of
my
our work
YouTube and see
on
if we can
social
see it.
justice through our initiative, Inspire Change. The Falcons
Tyron
are
Patterson.
big-time supporters of the organization, and they're thrilled to have Chris and Shane making their
Hey,
pick.
you right there. Look.
Okay,
Right there?
guys, take it away.
You right there, guys. Oh, remember? Have it on the YouTube
With
feed.
the 8th pick
No, it's not
in the
that.
2023 NFL Draft, the Atlanta Falcons select Bijan Robinson,
not that.
running back, Texas.
Wow, they picked up
They got the rock.
Robinson, running back.
Good.
Wow.
He's the best running back in the draft.
Smoke, in a word,
Yeah, but-
Bijan Robinson is spectacular. Last year, almost 1,600 yards, 18
Yeah, they ain't
touchdowns.
gonna let me do the YouTube
Unanimous
TV.
All-American,
Off
won the
YouTube
Doak
TV.
Walker
Hold on.
Award. Also caught 60 balls
I can get
in his
this up.
3 seasons, so he brings that too. He's from Tucson, Arizona, Mel, where he was the 2-time state player of the year. Lewis, it is Bijan Robinson, 8 to Atlanta.
Yeah, look, he's the total
Oh, wait,
package
he
now.
showed it
He
for a
has
little
got
bit.
instincts, vision, strength, jump cut ability, yards after
It was
contact,
showing it right
home
now.
run speed, catch the ball in the backfield. You name it, he's got it. He's got it all. And look, Arthur Smith, the head coach,
It's not showing
he's the kind
it?
of guy who's going to say, hey, look, I need a bell cow. I need a guy who can do it all. Look at this elusiveness. Look at it. Spin move. 1, 2, 3. Stiff arm. Stiff arm again. Sit down. Get off of me. I mean, he can do it all. Contact balance. He's going to need this because the offensive line in Atlanta
Oh, he
really
did
didn't
pop
play
up for
up
a
to
little
par
bit.
last
He
year.
did?
But just look at this guy just bounced off of this
what
young
I'm saying.
man
I don't know
because he's
why.
215 pounds at 5'11".
You might
So he
have
is
to
absolutely
hover over
built
that,
the way you want a running back
that
to be
YouTube.
built. He can catch the ball out of the backfield. As far as here, just running this halfback
I was
seam.
hovering
But
over
look
it.
at the adjust to be able to catch the ball back across his body. He's going to be asked to do it all,
They
and
keep
then
it
in
there.
pass protection. The number one thing that all young running backs struggle with.
It's not
He's
the-
going to
it's
stand
not
in
the
there,
upper
sink his
feet.
rear end, hit a rising blow, low to high, stick and
I
stay,
can do it
and
off
then
the
the big
web.
playability. Can you create plus
All right,
10-yard runs, which is what they measure running backs by. If you can hit plus 20, if you can hit home runs, then it's all a bonus. Bijan can do all that. I'm telling you, this is an Arthur Smith pick. He needed that bell cow. He's used to having one. Now he's got one.
He wore the number 5 because his football idol was Reggie Bush. We'll talk more about him in a moment, but first, I'm told Shefty has more breaking news. Shefty.
Well, Brady, Phil
Hold on. I can put it on here.
I bet.
Oh, shit. Oh, I gotta go to this one. I forgot.
work on him. This is later than people thought Jalen Carter would go. We'll see if he winds up being the pick, Brady.
All right, so again, this is that 9 spot that originally had been possessed by Carolina. They traded up to get to number 1, and so it was the Bears, and now they move here to
What?
Philadelphia.
No way, the
we
Eagles
talked
went
about
up,
we
bro.
had
The
leadership.
Eagles got.
Who was there? Jordan Davis.
Damn,
Jordan
they
Davis
traded
played
up.
for Green. Did that be Jalen Carter?
It ain't
The
showing,
Philadelphia
I don't know
Eagles.
why.
How ironic
Yeah,
would
it's
it
not
be
showing.
if the Eagles go back and try to recreate the tandem that was at Georgia?
Yeah,
Jordan
I'm streaming
Davis
the
and
video, but
Jalen
it's not
Carter.
showing.
Yeah, I'm
It's
gonna go
not
back to
YouTube.
Atlanta.
It might be
Bijan
YouTube
Robinson.
TV. They're
I'm not
let
gonna
you
let
stream
that go.
YouTube
That's
TV.
right back in the first round, guys. Like the heck
This
with
is
Philly.
blacked
Hey,
out.
hey, this is a running back. Tyler Algier, BYU running back,
Yeah.
had
I
a
don't know
really
why.
nice year running the football for Atlanta. They drafted Kyle Pitts. They drafted Drake London. Algier had a good back. His
Tyron
defense still has
Patterson, just
major
one name.
issues. I consider interesting pick because, again, Derrick Henry, Arthur Smith, I get that. Is it a luxury pick when you got a really good back? Now, hey,
If he's Saquon Barkley, I get it. If he's not, then you already have a good back in Algier, and you have Christian Gonzalez, cornerback Oregon, sitting there for a secondary that could have used them.
But to your point with Atlanta, nobody ran the football in the National Football League more than Atlanta. So yeah, Algiers had a good season, but when you can get a back like Bijan Robinson, who I think is a combination between Saquon Barkley and Christian McCaffrey, because Steve Sarkisian said he was the best receiver on the team, I think that's too much to pass up.
Look, I think we forget just how look, Saquon was like one-of-one type of talent. Like Adrian Peterson, those type of guys, look, I get you have that discussion there. I'm with you, Mel. Mel's converted me, okay? I'm one of these guys who now believes, look, there's just too much evidence that suggests that in the top of the second, late first, you can get running backs who are going to be Pro Bowlers, who are going to be MVP candidates. Look, Arthur Smith had one in Derrick Henry, who was a second rounder down in Tennessee, so he knows. But I'll tell you what, moving forward to this pick here with Philadelphia, you think about the veteran presence they have on the defensive line,
yes,
it would be perfect to absorb a guy like Jalen Carter. Fletcher Cox. Remember that name too.
Guy Subway's taking us down to the stage, and Susie, who's with Bijan. Susie.
Okay,
another childhood dream comes true. How does this all tie back to your granddad, Cleo?
Oh man, well, first of all, I just want to say give honor to God for blessing me to be here with everybody and giving me the gift to be out here. But my grandpa, he's so ecstatic right now, and just doing it with him and being a part with him, it's so incredible, so amazing. But can't wait to celebrate it with him and see what he says.
You've already been doing community work in Boston. What does the Atlanta community know about what they're getting in Bijan Robinson?
Oh, I mean, they're just getting such a positive guy, that obviously loves football, but wants to help the city, just grow even more than it already is. And for me, my heart is out there for everybody, and I'm gonna bring my faith and my positivity, my happiness, my smile to every kid, every teenager, every adult, everybody out there. So I hope they accept me for me, and it's gonna be a great time.
Welcome to the NFL.
Thank you.
Susie, thank you, Lewis.
Yeah, look, we're just talking about Philadelphia. We're on the clock right now. We're having a discussion about Jalen Carter. I mean, just think of some of the other names. Brandon Graham, Fletcher Cox. Hassan Reddick. These guys are all pros. When you talk about strong personalities, they will absolutely take a young player.
I would take Taylor Heinicke.
This is how we do it.
Not over Lamar Jackson, but over Sam Howell.
No one's going to wreck what we got going on here. It would be perfect. It would be perfect.
Bears move back one spot here at NBC. They pick up a fourth-round pick for next season. Philadelphia wanting to be aggressive in this spot, moving up one place, maybe believing someone else was going to come up and take a player that they were interested in. And a lot of signals here maybe pointing towards Jalen Carter, who is Mel Kiper's #1 player on his big board. Mel, that does seem the direction that it might make sense here, but we've not yet heard anything official.
And Eagles tend to want to invest in the trenches in these first-round picks. That's why I thought it'd be interesting if Bijan was there. Would they take him? Peter Skoronski, offensive lineman out of Northwestern, is the kind of guy they need in life. Obviously, Jalen Carter in the mix as well.
Let's find out right now. Here's the commissioner.
The Chicago Bears have traded the 9th pick to the Philadelphia Eagles. With the 9th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Philadelphia Eagles select Jalen Carter, defensive tackle, Georgia.
Wow, Jalen defense.
So there it is. The football part of his story is easy. 6 sacks, 103 tackles, caught a touchdown, 3 sensational seasons.
He hyped this spot, guys. He going to a.
We discussed earlier at great length the complicated part of the story. Pleading no contest to charges of reckless driving and racing stemming from an incident in which 2 people were killed. So this was, in its own way, the most difficult decision of this draft. Let's go to Shefty and Chris Mortensen for the insight into how it was made. Guys?
He nice.
Yeah, I can tell you here, Greeny, the Philadelphia Eagles went back and forth on this pick. And Drew Rosenhaus, the agent, called Howie Roseman today to begin to try to work with him, put Jalen Carter on the phone with the Eagles to try to convince them to take him. I think early in this process, the Eagles were not thinking of Jalen Carter. When the board fell the way it did, he was the one player there that they loved, and they decided to move up one slot to try to take him.
But it was a tough discussion for a lot of teams. I know at least 3 teams picked him in front of the Eagles that took him off the draft board, Greeny.
All right, Mel, he was the #1 player on your board.
Yeah, great player for 2 years in a row, and I think what impressed me this year in terms of his football ability, he had the ankle injury against Oregon, first game of the season, right? So he's out. Sprained MCL against Missouri October 1st. Comes back from that against Florida October 29th.
Yeah, I'll be
Finished out
hot
the
too.
season and
I'm
helped
going
this
to
football
Eagles.
team, this Georgia defense, this overall team, win their second straight national title when, hey, Jackson Smith and Jake got a hamstring, didn't play. Jalen Carter came back and played, and he really assisted this team. He had 31 quarterback hurries, as I say. They give away hurries at Georgia like give away candy on Halloween. But again, Jalen Carter was in the backfield a lot. Credit with 32 tackles. I'll tell you what, 6'3", 215 pounds, 315 pounds. A guy who is tough to block. The interior pressure he gets on a consistent basis wreaks havoc.
That
And it
suit,
really
I love
affects
that
quarterback.
suit.
Jalen Carter didn't have any issues.
No!
He
already dabbed it up. He already dabbed it up. What?
Locker room
That was
to make it happen with Jalen Carter.
You know when I'm studying this player, to me, Ndamukong Suh jumped out on tape, but he's a twitched-up version. A guy that can rush the passer inside. And how about the irony? He went to Poplar High School in Orlando, Florida. You know who else went there? Warren Sapp.
Bro, why did they already have this
Warren
shit
Sapp,
down
he's a Hall of
there?
Famer. You see the emotion.
Come on, guys.
Come
on, guys.
Whatever happens off the field, let's hope the organization feels. We talked about the structure. They can take care of this young man because he's got that type of potential. He can play with power. He can play with speed. He dominated when he wanted to. The key is the National Football League. You got to be able to do it snap in and snap out. He's about 15 pounds too heavy. He's got to get in better shape. If he shows up like the Jalen Carter when Jordan Davis was at Georgia, the guy that was the alpha, the guy that led the room, the guy that is now in Philadelphia, so they pair those two back together. Can he be that dominant player? He'll be outstanding.
All right, Subway is taking us back down to the stage. Susie is with Jalen Carter.
No highlights because
Jalen, you're arguably the most talented player on the best team in the country, but this process felt unpredictable. How would you describe just the range of emotions that you've gone through over the last few months?
I don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot. I just want to thank God. I want to thank my mom, thank my family for being out here for me and supporting me. And you know, it's time to work. The Eagles got the best player in the draft. I'm for the show it.
The Eagles guys got on the phone with you today. What did you tell them?
And I told them they got the best player in the draft. And you know, day one when I get there, it's time to work. And we're for to win the Super Bowl.
And you've got former teammates there already. What does that mean to you?
That means a lot. Jordan Davis and Kobe Dean. You know, I'm for to come there and talk to them guys, and we're for the win.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, let's show you, Lewis, as we get your thoughts here on Jalen Carter. Let's show you just how special the performance from this young man was.
This guy, I'm telling you, it's like a man playing with toys. His quickness, when you talk about just look at the form ship right there. I mean, he's going against offensive linemen now who are 310, 315, and he's just throwing them around. And then look at this bull rush. That kind of
Oh my God!
You get him off balance and jerk him, throw him on the ground. He's got the arm over. He can get on an edge now. He can take an edge and win with it as far as on third down and getting pressure on the quarterback. But I'll tell you what, between him and Jordan Davis now in Philadelphia, when you think of that combination, I can tell you that Brandon Graham and Fletcher Cox, the veterans on that defensive line, will get this young man ready to go. They will not allow him to lower the standard in Philly. And if he holds up his end of the bargain, they are monstrous across the D-line. Because it's just highlight after highlight with this guy, bro. It's that right there at 315 pounds, it's effortless.
For a team that led the National Football League in sacks, 70 sacks. This is a position of strength. So they take a strength and they add to it. And now they have the ability to be one of the most physical units, not only offensively, but defensively. I love the pick for the Philadelphia Eagles. This young man has got to go in and approach the game like a professional. If he does that, the sky's the limit.
Just to reiterate, the last two times this happened, Warren Sapp, number 3 on my board, dropped to 12. Right, turned out to be a great player. Laramie Tunsil, number 1 on the board, dropped to 13, turned out to be an excellent player. Jalen Carter, number 1 on the board, dropped to 9. We'll see if it'll be 3 in a row. Dropped because of character concerns and turned out to be really good players.
No cap.
Philadelphia followed their MO to a team. Build it inside out, front to back, man. They don't deviate.
All right, the Chicago Bears moved back one spot. They're ready to make a 10.
Hey, I see what you got. Hey, with the jersey on there. Let's go. Commanders up in this bitch.
Let's go, baby. You already know. Commander's house. Redskins house. I want a jersey.
You have Oba? Yeah.
It's stressing me out. It's good down.
The second tackle of our night was off the board. A unanimous first team All-SEC player finishing up a terrific career in which he played a lot and all over the line. Started 27 games at right tackle, 13 at left, 2 at right guard. In all, he played over 2,700 snaps in his 4 years. He was great size and power, originally a 5-star recruit out of Huntington, West Virginia.
Look, I believe that this young man, when it's all said and done, has the ability to be the best player in this draft. At 6'5", 333 pounds.
Boy, I can't wait. I can't wait to see what you think of.
He is big, mean, nasty. Ask Will Anderson. I asked Will Anderson, who's the best player you played against?
Oh, see, he even fought Will Anderson.
Tennessee. I said, Darnell Wright, huh? Yeah, he's got feet, he's got punch, he's got lateral agility. He can absolutely knock you off the ball and knock you
that boy getting after it.
Right there. He's taking him on the other side of the center, 5 yards downfield. And as far as being a mauler, look, he's going to finish it, even in pass pro. If you let up at all, and you
coming out of that shit.
He's going to put his helmet right in your chest. And I can tell you, the big book, I'm telling you, if you were rushing against this guy, you're sitting there going, well, where's I go?
Okay.
I can't run down the middle. I can't get on his edge. And if I get out of space, and I'm a second-level player, make sure your chin strap's buckled. This makes
And just like Arizona, getting Paris Johnson protecting the quarterback, Chicago gets the tackle to protect Justin Fields. He was sacked 55 times last year. You got to protect the quarterback. And they got a guy that adds a mean. Look at his feet.
Hell yeah, man. He over 300 pounds,
I'm telling you guys, Anderson Jr. He neutralized LSU's DJ Ojulari as well. He went up against Byron Young every day in practice. Byron Young will probably be a second-round pick coming off the edge from that Tennessee Vols program. He had 27 starts at right tackle, 13 at left tackle, 2 at guard. This is
almost got me.
I got a young quarterback. I got to take Brady. Plug and play. Take one. Plug and play.
Look, let's face it, Justin Fields spent most of last season running for his life. But one of the things they desperately needed was to get him some protection, and they do. Number 11 in Tennessee is next. It's the NFL draft from Kansas City.
110 years. Shit, I still got him.
Yeah. I went by HR5, nigga.
I still got him.
No way.
Shit.
American story.
Shit, if I run a 40 right now, I'll post up.
A 5-star Phil.
Yeah, the only 40 I'm running is 40 on the
I like to keep it very simple, just like Taco Bell breakfast, with fluffy eggs, sausage, and a crispy hash brown. Isn't that right, co-host Rhonda?
Are we on TV right now?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Hey guys, random question. Is it bad to swallow the lime in your Corona?
Come on, make it on the stream.
Andy, did you swallow your lime?
Kitty on the stream.
No,
Kitty on the
he
stream.
definitely did. It's limes are super cool.
Yeah, she can make this shit.
What if buildings could tell you how you could be more efficient?
I'm listening.
Well, with IBM, you can use software to help you connect and analyze data from HVACs to elevators to lights.
Use AI-driven insights to pinpoint inefficiency.
Yep,
You say Cowboys, nigga?
saving energy.
Yeah,
She going in there to fuck you up.
Yeah, they come listen up a little
Now you
bit.
build something better for everyone. That's the sustainability solution IBM and Global Real Estate Company created. What will you create? IBM. Let's create.
I'm playing with me.
Who needs that much more time?
You want a dad?
He does.
No, what does that mean?
It means you're gonna need more Tide. See? More likes, more Tide, more adorable, more Tide. Everyone.
Still live on the stream? Y'all check it?
He's still on it.
You're gonna need
still on
more
it?
time.
Oh, okay.
It's a mess out there. That's why there's 85% more Tide in every power pod. Dip into Typhoon Cove, the metro area's most outrageous indoor water.
Carl?
Yeah.
We're doing Snickers. We did the water park yesterday. You didn't invite me? We didn't actually go to... Was it fun? Never mind, Carl.
Subway keeps upping their game with the Subway Series, an all-star menu of delicious subs. Like number 6, the Boss. Meatballs with marinara and pepperoni.
I get asked so many times, who's the boss?
If you get the Boss, you are the boss. Try Subway's tastiest menu upgrade yet.
Corner booths, sticky floors, catching breaks, and second wins. You never forget the way some things taste. Great taste, 96 calories. Tastes like Millet Time.
I swear,
You're watching the 2023 NFL Draft, presented by Courtyard by Marriott.
Welcome back to Kansas City, where the Tennessee Titans are about to announce the 11th pick in this year's draft, the highest that they've drafted.
Coming up, baby.
They were the only team in the NFL that didn't score 30 points in any game last year. So clearly they need help on the offensive side. They have the aging quarterback in Ryan Tannehill.
Damn,
They
that
have
should
the young
look dope.
quarterback
Because
who
look
they
at the
drafted last year.
They're
Not
hovering
quite clear
above
whether or not he is the future there in Tennessee. There was a lot of speculation at the beginning of this night, Mel, that they may be looking to trade up for a quarterback, but we believe that was C.J. Stroud, and Houston beat them to it.
Exactly. So now you look at in the trenches again. This offensive
Quite clear. They were the only team in the NFL that didn't score 30 points in any game last year. So clearly they need help on the offensive side. They have the aging quarterback in Ryan Tannehill. They have the young quarterback.
It looks like it was like
quite clear whether or not he is the future there in Tennessee. There was a lot of speculation at the beginning of this night, Mel, that they may be looking to trade up for a quarterback, but we believe that was C.J. Stroud, and Houston beat them to it.
Exactly. So now you look at in the trenches again. This offensive line, the interior center guard, Peter Stroud. We like coming into this whole process. Now, can he be a left tackle? Or can he kick inside the guard at 6'3.5" with short arm? You look at Pat Skoronski and what he did at Northwestern. Solid career, outstanding career. But David Ojabo in 2021 gave him trouble. So I'm projecting him to guard. You know, he's left tackle. So I think he could be a left tackle. But what do you think?
Well, I think he's going to go to guard, much like Zach Martin with the Cowboys. He was a tackle, they brought him in, now he's a Hall of Fame type guard. And if you look at Tennessee, they got Andre Dillon at tackle, Nicholas Petit-Free at tackle. So if they do take a guy like Peter Skoronski, I think he's a plug-and-play guard. Really, last year, Tennessee started a guard that weighed 250 pounds. They need some beef inside, especially the way that head coach Mike Vrabel wants to run the football, the physical style, how they want to control the line of scrimmage. This pick is screaming interior lineman.
Well, we still haven't had a wide receiver selected, and this team was 30th in the NFL in receptions and receiving yards last year, and then released their leading receiver in Robert Woods. So they could use help in a lot of different places on that offensive side, and I do see the commissioner making his way here. So Tennessee, we will announce their selection, and then the Lions are on the clock at number 12 here after a flurry of trades. So we'll hear from the Lions after we hear from Tennessee, and now let's hear from the commissioner.
With the 11th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Tennessee Titans select Peter Skoronski.
I know, my bad.
Offensive tackle.
My fault, I know. I'm just letting you guys.
A moment of purple pride, if I may, for a first-round pick out of Northwestern, who is the only unanimous All-American in Northwestern football history. And football is very much the family business for the Skoronskis. Peter's grandfather, Bob, is a member of the Packers Hall of Fame. He was a captain and a 5-time champion playing for Vince Lombardi. I spoke to his head coach, Patrick Sherwood, yesterday. Peter Skoronski is a no-nonsense young man. Mel, he didn't want any part of the hoopla here. He's in a pizza joint tonight with his family.
6'3.5", 313 pounds, very athletic. I tell you what, very experienced as a run blocker. The hand placement is a drive blocker, sustains well, reaches his mark, pulling, gets the second level. Pass protection, lacking the ideal length. You better be a great technician with excellent footwork. He has that. The punch move mirrors well. Power rushers drove him back some, as I say, length with David Ojabo gave him trouble in 2021. I projected him as the #1 guard in this draft. I thought he was going to be a top 15 pick. If you need to kick into left tackle where he played at Northwestern over 3, 4, 5 game stretch, your starting left tackle gets hurt, hey, you may not miss a beat there. He may end up exceeding expectations, but 6'3.5" with short arms, guys, I think would bother most people going into the NFL, whether you can be what you were at Northwestern, which was an elite left tackle.
So Skoronski goes 11 to Tennessee. The Lions, after several trades, are now sitting at number 12, and Adam Schefter has more on Detroit. Schefter.
Will Green, the Lions went from 6 to number 12, and they now will be major players in this draft. They are scheduled to have 5 of the next 43 picks, and they're looking to add some playmakers on the offensive side of the football. Running back, tight end. You remember last year they traded T.J. Hawkinson to Minnesota. At some point here, there'll be a tight end and a running back as well, Greeny.
They're also going to be without Jameson Williams, Lewis, for the first 6 games of the season for the suspension with the gambling, which is a devastating loss for them. They traded up to draft him a year ago, waited through the injury and his recovery from that. So we do look at a lot of different places on that offense.
Yeah, look, I think it's more firepower on the offense. We haven't seen a wide receiver go off the board. There's a lot of guys who are really versatile guys who can play the X, the Z, the slot, they play the flank, they split in. That's what I'm referring to. I mean, they pick the ball up. They can still go with the quarterback. They can still use more firepower there in the secondary. They can still use pass rush. I don't know if they feel as though anybody is, worthy of that spot right here, but they have the whole board open to them right now.
We're going to find out right now. Here's the commissioner with the Lions.
This must be like an animal.
With the 12th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft,
Number 26.
the Detroit Lions select Jahmyr Gibbs, running back, Alabama.
Gibbs?
Wow, that is a surprising name. This is the second running back off the board. We have not had a single running back go in the top 20 since 2018 and Saquon Barkley. Now we have two of them in the top 12 as the Lions take a running back here. Lewis, take a look.
Look, Jahmyr Gibbs, I'm just telling you, when you pair him with DeAndre Swift and David Montgomery, who they already have on the roster, what do you think Dan Campbell's going to want to do this year? He want to run the football. Jahmyr Gibbs can do it. Transfer from Georgia Tech. He has got home run speed, sub 4.4 speed. He can run inside and outside, and he can catch the ball out of the backfield. His comp, to me, obviously is Alvin Kamara, Christian McCaffrey type, and you can see why. Except he's fast. He's a guy who can take it the distance. You see him here, the vision, the ability to break tackle. He's built well from the lower body on down, from the hips on down. I saw that at his pro day. And he's just one of those guys who is a three-down type of player. And they're going to have a three-headed monster in Detroit. So I can tell you this, DeAndre Swift can catch the ball in the backfield, football inside out. David Montgomery's as tough as they come. And this guy is a home run hitter.
Yeah, you can use him a lot of ways. You can make him a slot receiver. You can move him wide. You can help out the kick return game. Touchdown really waiting to happen. So against Texas this year, 9 receptions for 74 yards and a touchdown. I highlighted that uncharacteristic drop in the game against Tennessee. They cost them big time that game, but that's not something you saw on a regular basis. You rarely saw Jahmyr Gibbs drop a pass. He is electric with the ball in his hands. He strings multiple cuts together in one run. And he was a heck of a player at Georgia Tech, and he doesn't cough it up. He's got really good ball security. So for Jahmyr Gibbs, I don't look at him as just a running back. I look at him as a multi-dimensional, all-purpose player. He's a terrific player. The surprise is not in that it is him. It is that the two running backs go this early.
Is a great draft, Green. So that allows this type of thing to happen.
Perhaps. All right, Jahmyr Gibbs is the pick, number 12 for the Lions. The Green Bay Packers are next with a pick they got from the Jets for a quarterback whose name escapes me.
I guess they do. I guess they fucking do. They got one. Yes, they did. Now the Packers are on. Bro, Aaron Rodgers went to the Jets. Aaron Rodgers going to the Jets, bro. I ain't gonna lie though. That makes them a playoff contention. Because they already got the defense and they were missing a quarterback. They had the offense. They have offensive players. Now they got Aaron Rodgers. It's
1 in 8 people have worked at a McDonald's. That's a lot of technical skills, people skills, and lifelong skills learned on the job and off that 1 in 8 will always have.
The Eagles are going to be a problem.
Our kind has stayed hidden, but we've never faced anything like this.
You guys, I don't even know what you guys like. The Giants are going to be ass, I feel like, next year. I mean, I think we're definitely going to be
Let them come.
not what we might not be. Playoff this year, but as far as like the season, yeah, you guys will still be up there.
Watch the new trailer on
But
DirecTV is a leader in sports, but Jeff doesn't have DirecTV, so he's watching baseball at his weird neighbor's house.
If they play
It's
like
all
they
right.
did last year, then I believe it's like.
I'm watching the game with you.
Call 1-800-DirecTV to get a $200 reward card.
Yeah, we love our house, but the cost of home ownership has been a struggle. Utility prices
mad right now.
Sweetie, You practice that somewhere else. Anyway, like I was saying, it's getting harder and harder.
Now we on rough mode now.
Hi?
Good.
You mind?
Yeah.
Well, on the bright side, new customers who bundle save with Progressive save over 20% on that.
One thing I don't play, cuz.
Sorry, we let them practice here on Thursdays. Sounding good, friends?
I'll show you who you're older.
Because your lives are forever entwined. Love Entwined.
Man, she was really trying to bite
exclusively
down.
at K.
Yeah. She was getting hot. Hey, y'all good? Yeah.
BK $6 your away deal for a limited time. It's a royal still. Burger fries and chicken fries on your way for a feast on a budget. Head to BK. Have it your way.
If anything, if you stop watching each other,
Look, we came too far not to win this game.
First, the Renegades face the Roughnecks for the South Division title. Then, the Sea Dragons take on the Defenders for the North Division crown. Renegades Roughnecks, Saturday at 7 on ESPN2. Sea Dragons Defenders, Sunday at 3 on ESPN. All for a chance to meet in the championship game, Saturday, May 13th on ABC.
Primary, go to the doctor, tell them what's going on, and they're going to set you up.
We're back in Kansas City, and as you can see, the Green Bay Packers
X-rays, MRI, yeah.
have taken over for the moment as the Packers are currently on the clock and set to make.
I found out I have really bad
The
ulcers.
pick is in. This is the 13th pick in the draft, which originally belonged to the Jets. Of course, Aaron Rodgers at that point belonged to the Packers. They're in a seismic trade, which was finally completed on Monday. Rodgers goes to the Jets. The pick swap here, 13 and 15. So the Jets will select at 15, and the Packers, as you see, picking up an extra second and an additional for next season. But of immediate consequence, the Packers are set to announce the 13th pick in the draft here as they try and put some help perhaps on that offensive side around the young quarterback.
Nice stuff, bro.
High pressure spot in the spot where Aaron Rodgers has played so long. Let's find out right now. Green Bay and Roger Goodell.
With the 13th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Green Bay Packers select Lucas Van Ness, defensive end, Iowa.
All right, so the Chicago area kid goes to Green Bay. He's from Barrington, Illinois. Played hockey growing up. Played 2 seasons for that outstanding Hawkeye defense. Had 14 sacks. Some of his teammates call him Hercules, Mel, for reasons that are fairly obvious when you look at it.
They moved him around in Iowa. He met Kirk Ferentz, the Iowa Hawkeyes coach here, does a great job. He was a defensive end. He was a defensive tackle, played up and down. Was a disruptor. 11 tackles, lost 6.5 sacks. Now the athletic numbers he showed at the combine: 6'5", 272 pounds. You see him here, 4'5", 80 ran, was great in the drills. I didn't see those athletic numbers on a consistent basis. I thought another year at Iowa would have really helped him. Maybe become Aiden Hutchinson, the first, second, third pick overall. Green Bay edge with their second need. Pass on tight end Dalton Kincaid. Pass on a wide receiver like Zay Flowers, Jackson Smith.
My God.
McShay, favorite, and Lucas Van Ness. I will tell you, Todd McShay has said Lucas Van Ness's name probably about 100 times in the last 4 months.
Right, and then it's perfect timing in that regard because Todd McShay is going to join our broadcast here in a moment. The show just joined the ABC telecast.
They kicked me off.
There was no room for McShay over there, and so we're delighted to have Todd McShay with us over here. Of course, one of our foremost draft analysts, works with Mel all year long, and Lucas Van Ness is the pick, 13 to Green Bay.
Yeah, I love this pick. It fits because you need versatility up front. I don't think there's a player in this draft that can play base defensive end and then rush the passer the way you can from a 3 technique, moving inside on the outside of the guard and the opponent. He had 7 sacks each of the past 2 seasons. Got better this year, was more disruptive. And I love the fact that you hear me when I say Lucas Van Ness. You said he's too young. He's not ready. He didn't start any games. And now here he is, his top 15 pick.
How about that? A top 15 pick and he wasn't even a regular starter.
Exactly. Let me very quickly interrupt here because you might see that there is a change in our graphics. There is a change in the 14th selection. Is Shefty ready to go? We have another trade here on a night that we've had quite a few already. Shefty, tell us about it.
Yeah, Green, the Pittsburgh Steelers have moved up to number 14 here, and they've been looking at pass rushers. They've been looking at defensive help, and we just saw one go to Green Bay. Now Pittsburgh gets its turn moving up, and we know that New England is never afraid to start bouncing around the draft. The Patriots move back, the Steelers up.
So the Steelers had been picking at number 17. They move up here to 14, where New England's spot would have been. What makes sense, gentlemen, as we consider what they may be doing?
Well, if you're looking at Pittsburgh, I'm thinking edge, man. It's time to start talking about Nolan Smith, a guy that can play the outside linebacker position, opposite T.J. Watt, give them another pass rush. I know they have Highsmith, but they need somebody else fought off the edge.
Let me think about Broderick Jones here, because you're jumping ahead of the New York Jets. And the Pittsburgh Steelers need Kenny Pickett to be really good, right? You got to invest in talent to help Pickett. Broderick Jones, because of the Jets sitting there at 15, that was the name associated with the Jets side all along.
And listen, remember, as part of the Aaron Rodgers deal, they flip-flopped from 13 to 15, the Jets did. And so you're looking at this, and that could be the difference in getting one of these offensive tackles for the Jets. And the Steelers know that. That's why they need to invest heavily here early in the draft in the offensive line position. They've tried to piecemeal it together over the past 2 years, and it really has stalled out their running game and put their quarterbacks on the run. It would make perfect sense. Wide receiver would make sense. Look, I mean, they can really, obviously you move into this position because you have targeted someone, but there's a number of different ways they can go with it, but offensive line makes total sense. And Bill Belichick would like nothing more than to give it to the Jets, right?
Yeah, this is going to make a
Who
lot
also
of
needs
people.
offensive line.
Yeah, they do, but clearly they didn't like the one guy that was left.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
Yeah, that's the point, is that 13 to 15 swap, if indeed this is Broderick Jones going here to Pittsburgh, that pick swap, and we saw how long and hard it was for the Jets and Packers to work out the details. The fact that they did wind up swapping in the first round could wind up being the difference between the Jets getting the tackle they wanted and not. Here are the details of this trade here. They swapped 14 and 17, and they throw in a 4 in this year's draft. So the Patriots picking up a little extra capital, and as you say, maybe sticking it to the Jets and the Steelers, who need to get that help in that spot. Perhaps are able to do it. Mel, Broderick Jones might be the pick here again. That has not been made official, but the pick is in as we see the Jets are now on the clock. So, Mel, we wait here and hear what it is the Steelers have come up to do.
Yeah, some good players. Quarterback Christian Gonzalez, Oregon, still on the board. Nolan Smith, outside linebacker, Georgia, is a really good football player.
Yes.
Nolan Smith is a nice player still on the board. Zay Flowers and Jackson Smith and Jigga. Flowers from BC, Smith and Jigga, Ohio State. 2 wide receivers still there. They got a lot of options that they could go for with this pick. Some good players still on the board.
Yeah, there's a lot of things still at play, right? I mean, they need another wide receiver really to go with George Pickens. They need somebody to help him out. DJ needs some help rushing the passer. Kenny needs some help being protected. You have 3 really critical positions right there. You have good players still on the board for it.
Yeah, we want to get some
Steelers
training.
who hung around in the playoff chase pretty much the entire year last year, and so much of the credit for that. Head coach Mike Tomlin, they make the aggressive move here at 14, and the commissioner with the announcement.
Probably see if I do have a primary doctor.
The New England Patriots have traded the 14th pick to the
Yeah,
Pittsburgh
go ahead.
Steelers.
Love your scandal, bro.
With the 14th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Pittsburgh Steelers select Broderick Jones, offensive tackle, Georgia.
Well, there he is. Not too many offensive tackles could have chosen basketball, but this young man could have dominated in both sports in high school. Alabama offered him when he was in 9th grade, Booker, so he's been on the radar a long time. Ultimately chose to stay at home at Georgia and helped win 2 national championships.
No doubt, Greeny. You talk about the basketball background. He moves like a basketball player. 6'5", 311 pounds. And one indicator with an offensive tackle may or may not be successful is the 40 time. He's a sub 5'0", 40 guy. The number 2 in the 2020 recruiting class. He's only started 19 games, so the future is ahead of him. But look at the athleticism. Get out in space. It's a big man. 6'5", over 300 pounds, out in space. But this is also what I love. When you get out in space, can you finish? Hey, DB, highlight relied
Oh my
on your
God.
finishing power from a young man. He came in 4
Yeah, he
games the
runs it
first
over,
year,
bro.
15 games the second year. The lateral agility. You can play left tackle when you can block the team's best edge rusher. You got to be able to have your feet dance like a typewriter. He can do that. Another guy trained by Willie Anderson, who's the future is going to be bright for it. And the quickness to block one guy, to get to the second level, to make sure you can climb in his own blocking scheme or power. I like Roger Jones, and now the Steelers have their left tackle that can block the
Yeah, I think the number one thing that he brings is attitude. It's the way in which he plays, the physicality in which he plays. Offensive line coaches, I think, are the second most important coaches on the staff outside of head coach. They need to clean up his technique for sure, as far as his posture is concerned. But the way he plays is the way Mike Tomlin's going to want offensive line to play.
Okay, so the New York Jets are now
Hey,
up
we're coming
at
up
15
next
as
time.
they have
The Jets
acquired
and
Aaron
us.
Rodgers, and the overwhelming belief had been that they wanted to add an offensive tackle to play in front of Rodgers. There were 3 real main tackles in this draft class, and all of those have gone. It's not clear, and I'll ask Todd McShay in a moment if there is a tackle worthy of going in this spot, or if the Jets should look in another direction.
Oh, yeah.
Their draft room, one can
Hey, I'm
imagine
gonna call
perhaps
you
some
when it's
disappointment
playoff
there,
time.
that they won't have the opportunity. Aaron Rodgers comes to a team that has desperately needed
Hey,
him.
you see,
You
have to. You have to. You see, Aaron Rodgers go to the Jets.
A quarterback. It has been that long. It was Joe Namath in 1968. The year that the Jets went on to win the Super Bowl. Rodgers, a 4-time MVP. The Jets have never had
Yeah, he
one.
got hot.
So the question is, last few years here, is there an offensive lineman that would make sense to go this high, or must they look a different direction?
Absolutely not. The Jets had 3 offensive linemen that they were considering at the number 13 and now the number 15 pick after the trade. They're all gone. And so now, if you're Joe Douglas, you're working the phones right now. I mean, he wants draft picks because they don't have a 3rd-round pick. They gave up one of their 2nd-round picks in the trade for Aaron Rodgers. And Joe believes in loading up on draft picks. Plus, you just lost out on the offensive tackle. So if they can move back, Joe Douglas will move back. If not, they stay home, and there are some options here. I think Kalijah Cansey, the defensive tackle from Pittsburgh, really fits what they want to do. They're re-signing Quinnen Williams. They're going to hopefully get a deal done soon.
Yeah, this
that would be a great interior of that defense. But they can go in a couple different directions.
They
But
just
I
got
know
Aaron
Joe's working the
Rodgers.
phones right now. Yeah, you would think moving down.
Yeah, bro,
That's
that's interesting.
I like Will McDonald before. A pass rusher coming off the edge. You can't deny what he can do with his
They're gonna pick up someone or they're gonna trade them this way.
for a guy that was going to test it off the charts. Was solid in terms of production throughout his career at Iowa State. He's a master of the straight back. I want to see where Will McDonald comes off the board. Will McDonald the 4th. I think he'll be a nice fit for somebody as we get into the latter stages of round 1.
And that pick will make a lot of sense when you understand who the head coach is. Former defensive coordinator Robert
Honestly, I'm
how they won in
I'm
San
kinda
Francisco.
excited
They
to see
dominated
where
up front.
Rodgers
So to
went.
add a 3 technique that can rush along with Quinnen Williams, to
barely
add a
missed playoffs.
guy that can rush and make the pass.
And they nice, bro.
even
They got
better.
Sauce Gardner. They got
Another wide receiver. Two receivers still on the board. Jackson Smith and Jake Wilson.
Yeah, something like that.
Zay
Running back.
Flowers, Boston College.
And then they got
guys that work in the
Zach
slot
Wilson.
right
What is
away.
it, Wilson, the receiver?
You definitely got. You have
Bro,
to
they got
now be able to put
weapons,
stuff in
bro.
the draft. You may want to move out, but you can't. Yeah. You're just gonna look across your board laterally and see like who's sticking
Out there?
Somebody
And we can pick up. We might pick up Will Levis.
Maybe they
Next pick.
expect that they would
Nice.
to take at this
Will
position.
Levis is the best. I'm just kind of upset that
Richardson
Richardson got taken so quick.
Because
Because honestly, I didn't think good. I didn't think
they
the
could use more speed off the edge.
I didn't think he was going to pick up that.
This is where the draft starts getting tricky because now
And
maybe
if we
the
get Will
players
Levis,
they not getting
They got Aaron Rodgers. They ain't gonna get no quarterback. Hey, Will Levis.
Because we only got 2 quarterbacks.
Yeah, but think about it. If I'm thinking like that, they ain't picking him up, bro.
Before they turn in the envelope.
If I'm thinking picking up Will Levis, them motherfuckers not picking up Will Levis, bro. No in the Commanders, bro.
who has slipped down further among aggressive behavior right now.
We're gonna get a defensive player.
This is my favorite assignment.
We're gonna get a defensive player.
If the Jets
But
draft
we
a quarterback
damn for
right
sure
now, I'm
need a
leaving.
damn quarterback.
It's as simple as that.
Anybody, but no, it's a good sport. He's at least
That's what I'm saying.
Notes if you leave.
There's someone else my binder.
Hey, by the way,
Using the fact that Will
Yeah,
Levis is his
bro.
favorite
I
quarterback.
watched his highlights. I watched his highlights. But honestly, bro, it was so nice.
I appreciate him being, only young.
I don't think
Never eat your favorite.
They are, bro. Which is booty as fuck, bro.
Let me get in between
Booty
the
as
two
fuck.
and
Well, off
victory
of
here
one
if I
team.
can.
Get
If
the
the
fuck
Jets are
out
not
of here,
able to
bro.
make a trade in the next 2
But what if
minutes
he
and 9
is?
seconds, what
Then we
direction should they
ass.
go? I would say
Then
Clyde
we gotta go. We're gonna go a whole season. But the good thing that we do have better quarterbacks in percent. So just in case we don't feel good, Jacoby Brissett come in, and he's pretty good. He's nice. But he's not a franchise quarterback. We're missing a franchise quarterback, bro. We have not had a franchise quarterback since RG3, bro. And until he fucking
You got to get a quarterback. You have to.
we're missing a quarterback. Everyone else in the league damn near already has their fucking franchise quarterback. We don't have a franchise quarterback.
That's Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, held a bit.
That shit your booty, bro.
You can't be going to Detroit or something like that. Somebody down there.
You need a franchise quarterback. I don't give a fuck what you say, bro. You can't. No. You need a franchise quarterback, bro.
Defensive players. We'll see if that is the direction that the Jets
Okay,
want
they
to
hype
go.
for something. I don't know what it is, but they hype.
Whoever. We got Aaron Rodgers. We give a very long time.
For real. They said we give away this draft pick. We got Aaron Rodgers.
From their draft room, and they seem to be hugging each other. So it still suggests here that they have not turned in the envelope.
It's going up, guys.
Some sort of decision.
Hey, we was doing the match earlier on the World Season tournament. They let us practice. They let us practice for the tournament.
Primary names went off the board before their selection at number 15, and now it has changed here.
I'm telling you, bro. We could do some shit, guys.
I've not been informed of any trade, so we assume it is the Jets.
All three of us?
We'll find out from the commissioner in just a matter of a few moments. On the defensive side, with their defensive mind,
guess what?
the AFC, you have so many great quarterbacks in this conference, guys.
It's Al-Nazra. It's not resurgence. Battle Royale. The Gulag.
You got New England, Mac
It was going up. That's what we do. 10 seconds. All we played is resurgence.
With great quarterbacks, and you got Nolan Smith,
Hey, I
Will
swear.
McDonald. I just think if your tackles are gone, they have the quarterback with 1-2 guys who've been productive. They're not doing that. We said Nolan Smith's probably an 8-9 sack.
We've been playing the wrong map,
I
bro.
love Will McDonald later, you know, and he's your guy. I'll agree with that, but it's either Nolan Smith or Kalai. You're either getting pressure from the interior or the outside.
Hey, look at
can't see it. I mean, both of them have elite
Commanders.
speed
Okay,
that's
size,
Gibson.
speed
You
for
see
their
him?
position.
I spotted that nigga from a mile away,
I don't
cuz.
think they can miss with Nolan Smith.
The Jets picking someone they
Speed off the edge with Carl Lawson. He had the Achilles, couldn't quite get back. So maybe they want to add a dynamic guy coming off the edge. And how
Take it back to Redskins.
Redskins.
Change it back to goddamn Redskins. Quit being a bitch.
I wanted to be one that can run all day long. And we have been like, I was just joking because you know I love it. I'm thinking Detroit down there at 18, right?
Hard.
No, bring back the Redskins. Washington Redskins, bro.
But Houston also in Detroit. Exactly. Don't forget about him.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And so with the Jets on the clock, the man who's going to help Roger Goodell announce their pick is going to be named Kyle Stickles. He is a 13-year-old recovering from bone cancer, and he's a Make-A-Wish kid from Canton, New York. His wish is to announce the first-round pick for the Jets, and so he will have the honor of doing that. In fact, I see them coming up the staircase. You see the Jet fans are excited. These are heady days for fans of this franchise. And here comes the commissioner and his special guest to announce the pick.
Yeah, nah, niggas can stop that shit. The Red Wolves, nigga, we come out howling, nigga, woo! You feel me?
Yeah, you gotta keep
The NFL is proud to be part of the global community that supports the life-changing wishes
Have the wolf have
of
like
Make-A-Wish
war
grants.
paint on it or something like that, nigga.
Well, World Wish Day, only a couple days away. I'm joined by Kyle
Nigga,
Stickles,
Aaron Rodgers' son.
a Make-A-Wish kid who battled and overcame bone cancer.
He's front. That nigga blessed.
Make-A-Wish kid. That's who he is. He made a wish.
Kyle's wish is to announce the first-round pick of his favorite team, the New York Jets. I'd like all of you to join me in cheering on Kyle as his wish comes true. The floor is yours, Kyle.
Okay, young man. Announce the draft.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Goodell. I'd also like to thank the NFL, the New York Jets, and the Make-A-Wish Foundation of Northeastern New York for giving me this opportunity tonight. Yeah! With the 15th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the New York Jets select Will McDonald, linebacker, Iowa State.
Okay.
Let's go!
Will McDonald? Hey, that kid hype.
Will McDonald,
He crunk.
the fourth. This young man can rush the passer, set a school record, and tied for the most in the nation in 2020 with 10.5 sacks. That broke that the following year with 11.5, three-time first-team All Big 12 out of Waukesha, Wisconsin.
I love the kid, Tom. We talked about him a lot. You were singing about him a lot as well, which you did very effectively.
Will McDonald.
6'3.5", 40 pounds. He had a 36
See, now they're deep, bro.
Professional business-like approach.
Their offense is good. They got Aaron Rodgers. They got yeah, I know. And they just picked up another defensive player.
Think about the last couple of years. 2020, 13 tackles plus 10.5.
We on the clock.
On the fucking clock, nigga.
All right, who we pick?
We get Will Levis.
Will Levis.
We get Will Levis.
We can see him.
A guy that has proven to have been, proven to be explosive, proven to be a guy who is business-like and goes out and 24 years old in June. For, like I say, the AFC in that division didn't have the quarterback as front and center.
Hey, Kuiper, Will Levis is still on the board, but this is one of your guys. Will McDonald, it's fitting that I'm over here for this pick because you talked about him all pre-draft process. He is the bendiest of the edge rushers in this class. And by that, when he gets to the top, he has that torso flexibility to work through the offensive tackle.
Already, Pickett's in already.
Was legendary.
Pickett's in already.
They already know who they picking.
He had an 11-foot broad jump, a 6'9", 5'2" three-cone. They would have been the best of all defensive ends in the class.
No, we ain't trading. We the pick is in already.
But he did it pro day. Regardless, this guy is physically phenomenal.
And don't discount what he did for the senior. He just went down there and dominated. For someone who did that myself, who was a 15th pick, I just smile at a guy that dominated at the Senior Bowl, who's now a 15th pick in the draft.
It was pretty cool.
He is the first Iowa State player selected since the last pick of last year, who was Brock Purdy, who became very much relevant in San Francisco.
Oh, I'm nervous,
Back over to ABC. The Jonas Brothers have vacated.
Keep an eye on this guy. The Levis, well, I'm getting worried about him.
Great to see you. Sorry, Will Levis. When will he hear his name called? There are actually two quarterbacks we're expecting to hear from before this night is through. Will Levis, who is here and waiting to be drafted this night, and he's not alone. Hendon Hooker is another quarterback whose name we may hear before the night is over. We're back in just a moment from Kansas City. It's the draft on ESPN.
We don't get a QB, bro. I'm be so hot because I'm telling you, I'm calling it right now, bro. Sam Howell ain't it.
The number one.
I'm sorry, bro, but Sam Howell ain't it.
Brings you the
Sam Howell ain't it, bro. I'm telling you.
The power of gas. Customize the cut.
We need
revolutionary
someone
blade
else,
cutting system with 3 interchangeable blades, featuring Ego's patented lithium battery technology. It cuts for over an hour on a single charge. And touch-dry self-propel technology.
We have the
makes it
running back.
effortless.
We have Brian
Ego
Robinson.
Power Plus Select.
We have
exclusively
receivers,
at Lowe's, Ace,
Dodson,
and Ego authorized dealers.
Terry McLaurin. We have
Electric Dream Days are here.
Antonio Gibson.
Come in now and experience the intense thrill.
We have the offense.
And
We have the
incredible offers
offensive line
on
too.
any of 5 Mercedes-Benz
That is
electric
pretty nice, but we can honestly
including 2
upgrade the
years
offensive
complimentary
line too.
charging and prepaid maintenance. The vehicles are all electric.
We could pick up some linemen, you know. So if the linemen go right, our offense is solid, but we just missing the quarterback.
These Dream Days
That's
are
it,
only
bro.
here until June 5th.
Honestly, if we had Heineke, I'd be like, okay, we good. We all right.
He was nice.
He was nice. I like Heineke a lot.
I did too.
But now that we can let him go, bro, and we got Jacoby Brissett and Sam Howell, bro, I don't trust that. Not one bit. Not one bit, bro. You know what I would do? Because we got defense. We got Sam Curl. We got defensive. We got corners.
Need help with expenses?
We got our linebackers. We got our defensive line. You know, we got Montez Sweat. We got Deron Payne. Did we get rid of Deron Payne? We got Deron Payne. Come on. Come on, bro. We got defensive line and linebackers and corners up the ass. But we just need a quarterback, bro, that can make plays and keep our defense off the fucking field.
And happy.
That's really it, bro. If we get a quarterback that can score and put up numbers,
root for those
I think we'll be good because our defense is solid, honestly.
I always hear you kids talk
All we're
about
missing
this
is
is
quarterback,
fire,
but hey,
that's
what do
fire.
I
Let me
fucking
tell you
know?
what's fire. Conditioning. Everybody knows that
What do
days
I
are
fucking
peak
know?
physical form.
I'm not an NFL scout, but shit, I should be one.
Shouldn't be one.
I did the other night of that earlier.
Enough was enough.
We had to show Coach Bay how we condition.
You go to somewhere and go to the left. Go to the left. Go right.
Hey, at least we're not as bad as the Raiders, bro.
Yeah,
At
we
least
get better. We're getting older, so maybe we'll start making right decisions.
That's what I'm saying,
As
bro.
the Stanley
Like,
Cup playoffs
I mean,
continue
I'm
on
very
ESPN,
vigilant. I'm very observant. Like, I can see what teams need, bro. And when they don't pick up what they need, bro,
and the city could get a new
they
landmark.
stupid. Honestly,
Could the freak flag fly?
they stupid.
Could the storm surge? Could it happen for the first time? Could it happen again? Yeah,
I think it's over here.
that is playoff hockey.
Yeah, it's about that time for you to slow down. That's the way you walk.
I'm already
Hey, don't. Hey, we need to practice tonight, guys. Don't fall asleep.
To the 2023
Oh, yeah.
NFL Draft. Presented by Courtyard by Marriott.
We continue from Kansas City as we work our way to the midway point of round one, actually slightly beyond that. 31 picks.
Oh, yeah, I'm
Washington Commanders pick is in.
Hey, hold on. Tune in, niggas.
2023 NFL Draft.
All right, come on.
The Washington Commanders select Emmanuel Forbes, defensive back, Mississippi State.
Okay, hold on.
Are you talking about a
Hold on, he good.
This consensus all
I ain't
around
gonna lie,
the
bro,
seasons
he
had 14
good.
picks. Listen to this, he brought
He's
6
good.
of them back for touchdowns.
I was watching his
Six
highlight,
sixes.
bro. He
An
good.
all-time
Mississippi State, he
FBS
good, bro.
record. For context, Mel, only 2 active NFL players have that many for their career. 16 interceptions in high school, Greeny. Level 14 in his
Okay.
It is a
Okay. Hey, no, he nice, bro.
phenomenal ball skills.
He nice.
Did
He
he
nice,
say
bro.
quarterback?
He nice, bro. He nice, bro.
Yeah, oh, he's lengthy too. He's a lengthy quarterback. Like wide receiver, so he can go up.
Oh, yeah, he nice.
He's
Bro.
nice.
He nice,
We
bro.
got, we need
We
him
need
more.
him. Yeah, he nice.
We have Fuller, but he old, bro. He's a Fuller, he old.
For a touchdown. This kid
And he
is
fast, bro. Look at that.
Oh,
He long, bro. He's long.
Obviously, the great split is winner.
Oh!
So here we go.
Come on,
He got wheels.
He got wheels, bro. He long.
That thing is like a wide receiver. What
Never
the
missed
fuck?
a game in 3 years of the SEC.
I mean, we picked the quarterback, but I
He
wish
is
we
amazing in terms of ball skills. And he's done it from high school to college, in the SEC at Mississippi State. And he's a great kid who will work hard every day in practice.
It's another player that I'm not concerned about the weight because the way the game is played. He's got to play.
But
to his
he
strengths.
don't got
He's
no one to
long
run
arms.
behind
He's
him,
got
though.
great ball skills and great vision. I talked to a player the same with Samari Rose. They talk about his weight. Samari simply says this: if he uses his arms and plays to his strengths and uses his ball skills, the weight will not be an issue. As far as Carter is concerned, he can do it all. He can play press, he can play off, he can play zone, he can play man. He's got great instinct. He's a riverboat gambler now.
Still don't trust him.
He is going to get after it. He just needs to protect himself. He is thin now. Make some business decisions. Be smart.
But his athletic,
So you see there the Washington draft room, and
The
they
Colts-
complete their pick, and the Patriots
the
pick
Colts
has
gonna
come in
have a
as well.
fucking-
New England
Oh
trading
my
back
God,
from
bro.
14
Colts
with the
go
Steelers,
with the
and they're ready
Richardson.
at 17. Here's the
Bro,
Commanders.
oh, yeah, the Patriots. Quick.
With the 17th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the New England Patriots select Christian Gonzalez. Defensive
Oh,
back,
he nice.
Oregon.
See, why did we
We get the
pick him up,
back-to-back
bro? I
members
think
in the
he
secondary. What a year
nicer than the
Gonzalez had at
fucking first
Oregon after
header.
transferring from Colorado, playing for Dan
We
Lanning. He
should've
had
got him,
4
bro.
interceptions. broke up
He's
7
40.
passes, and Lewis, he started every game in 2 seasons at Colorado, so he has played a lot.
And then you know what he is? He's big. He's 6'1", 197 pounds. They can jump out the gym, 40-plus pounds, 11-1 broad jump, great ball skills. And Bill now has someone that from a size perspective, is much different than the guys he already has. Look at him here in press coverage. He's as smooth as silk, long arm, offhand jam, hitting the guy to the boundary, play the football, off coverage. Easy, fluid hips. Great clue as far as reading the route, reading the quarterback. Easy 45-degree play coming back downhill, and then finishing with the interception. Run support. He will throw his body around. He is not scared. Bill will demand that of him.
He's lengthy, but I think he
skills.
just got a better skill set.
It's the ball skills to impress as far as being able to man-turn it, still find the football, not commit pass interference penalties. He's got his matchup guy now, especially considering the fact that New England is going to play a bunch of guys who have a lot of height next year. Alan Lazard is 6'5", Aaron Wilson 6 foot, Gabe Davis, Stephon Diggs.
Oh, yeah.
All these guys that are on
So
their
Juice,
schedule
yeah,
next
he's nice.
year.
Oh,
Along with
nice,
CeeDee Lamb,
bro.
Devontae Adams, AJ Brown. He needs a guy with some size to be able to match up. Now he's got it.
Well, no doubt matching up, but traditionally the team that wants to play the most man-to-man in the National Football League is that Bill Belichick system, the New England Patriots. So this is the guy, Bill, that they can line up and put on the 9 on outside. You can put him into the boundary against the edge and say, hey, take care of that part of the field.
You know, the only thing,
allow them to take the football away. But this gives them a chess piece to allow them to go back to play the old Patriot way, which is a ton of man-to-man.
Yeah, Gonzalez is 9 foot, a big board, no wide receivers, no tight ends.
More stride and longer body.
Unusual start here with Christian Gonzalez.
No, he's
is a
good.
Patriot, and Will Levis is still waiting to hear his name called. The Lions are next up at 18, followed by Tampa Bay, Seattle. Will anyone want a quarterback? We're going to find out as we continue in a moment from Kansas City with the NFL draft on
1 year.
That makes ways to hear where his future will take him
We
next.
made playoffs. Rookie.
That nigga set records as a rookie.
Rookie.
What? That nigga had like the most
Oh
rushing
my
yards.
gosh, bro. Was
Sunday
I watched that dude when he played at Baylor.
Does this mean you can watch NFL
Raw.
Sunday Ticket without putting a satellite dish on your roof? Does this mean you can watch your favorite teams out of market Sunday games?
Yeah, because he tore
Does this mean all
his
the
ACL
players
and
are
FCL.
technically YouTube celebrities now?
He tore everything. What?
To every one of those
No!
things. Sign
I
up
wanna
now
lay
and get
down.
the lowest full season price of the year on YouTube and YouTube TV.
When you left, she started fighting us.
Yeah, she was going ham,
That's
bro.
my butt to know if it's right.
She was going ham.
That's why she called find out
You're
now.
not doing. Make it quiet.
Precious cream always in the bag.
Does cream rules everything around?
All right, chefs,
Yeah,
you gotta
bro.
go get the beans.
think they asked for bake, bro.
Yeah, what I
I'm
mean.
telling you.
They definitely said no beans.
I'm telling you, cats. Cats.
We get groceries.
Because you grow up,
DoorDash.
you literally train them.
Yeah, and then when they get older, it's not as bad. Like, oh, you know, because you get around another.
Oh, you don't need to get that
old
personal.
cat.
State Farm personal
Like,
price plan just helps you create an affordable price. Call it quick to get a quote
You gotta
today.
get-
Like a
you gotta
good
get-
neighbor, State Farm is there.
Because then you'd be able to teach them. I'm an animal person, but fuck dogs. I hate. The only dog I'll get is a kid. We got it's in San Diego. German Shepherd Husky mix.
You like my dog in the video? You didn't like it?
That dog was around for like maybe 13.
We love that dog. It was like
Nah, bro, I can't do dogs, bro. They bug too much. They bark too much. They wake up kids and shit when they nap.
You like your dog?
No, I did.
The all-new
She was
Prius.
cool,
Toyota.
but she was too much. She was too much.
Oh, the one in the
Beer to
backyard?
get to the right place at the right time.
Jump on the couch, niggas, and every
Not
time
like
I
that.
Every brick, yeah. She was wild,
German
bro.
Shepherds are
What do
wild.
they need?
Yes, with IBM Consulting, AI-powered software can help automate your supply chain so beer
It
can
was
be
just too
ordered,
much for us. We were
produced,
gonna
and
have another
delivered
kid.
more efficiently.
It
So
was
happy
just,
hours
it was
keep
just too
going.
much.
And beer keeps flowing. That's the automation solution IBM and the global beer company created. All you create. IBM, let's create.
Doesn't get any better than this. Yeah. Be ashamed if it rained though, and that's why I brought these.
I had a Rottweiler. My stepfather, we had
See?
it.
Now they're
We had to
protected.
give her
Cheers
to
to that.
put you a house.
I'm gonna drink this now.
No idea to bring down.
Yeah, I didn't think it through.
1 in 8 people have worked at a McDonald's. That's a lot of people who know things like teamwork, people skills, and surprising moments. Our experiences will always have.
We got in trouble
The 2023 NFL Draft, presented by Courtyard by Marriott, is brought to
But if
you
it was up to me, I
by
would get a pitch.
Toyota. Let's go places. And NFL Sunday Ticket, now on YouTube and YouTube TV.
It's how you train them.
Well, back at the draft, some of YouTube's biggest creators and NFL players are running drills together. They're sharing their draft experiences on YouTube. The new home NFL Sunday Ticket. Sign up now to save $100 and catch YouTube's lowest full season price of the year. Terms and embargoes apply. The offer ends on June 6th.
Yeah, they're going to be
While we continue, Mel, let's take a look at the best available players brought to you by Courtyard by Marriott.
Yeah, quarterback Will Levis, Kentucky, my second highest rated quarterback still on the board. Like I say, sliding down the first round, having the first another quarterback in the history of the draft. Nolan Smith, all that torn pectoral muscle, said he'd be an 8-time second-year guy. Yes, he would be a all-star linebacker as well. Then the two receivers, Zay Flowers, electric with the ball in his hands. Jackson Smith and Jigba with the hamstring, didn't play much this year. Had a great year in 2021. And the top catching tight end, more of a basically a moon tight end, Dalton Kincaid went University of San Diego.
Y'all
had a
need
great year after Brandon.
Y'all need a kicker.
Played 1 year of high school football, Dalton Kincaid. Not recruited by anybody. The University of San Diego. And there you go. Will Levis waiting as we saw. Well, quarterback now. Aaron Rodgers sat and waited it out. The Green Bay Packers took him, I believe, at pick number 24, Greeny. Will Levis has been disappointed.
Wow, 1.83 chance. He will be available by pick 18.
Right? They couldn't be that.
The Lions picking up Will Levis, bro.
He's still going to be a high pick.
The Lions picking up Will Levis.
As you see, our analytics suggested less than a 2% chance he would still be available here.
Yeah, I don't think there's a chance here at Detroit, but when Tampa comes up, Tampa only has Baker Mayfield and Kyle Trask. Do they get their quarterback of the future post-Tom Brady era? That may be a potential landing spot for Will Levis.
The Lions will be making their second pick of the night. They took the running back, Jahmyr Gibbs, a bit of a surprise at 12 after trading back from where they had originally been at 6. It was already been a very busy night for Detroit. Obviously a terrific second half of last season. So many people view them as a team with a big future, a team a lot of people like in that NFC North. Will no longer be dominated in Green Bay. Feels somewhat wide open.
Like Eli Manning, you see a Peyton Manning direction.
They decide to go to try and move them further in that quest. Again, Jahmyr Gibbs, the running back, went earlier to the Lions, and now they choose again. Here's the commissioner.
With the 18th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Detroit Lions select Jack Campbell, linebacker, Iowa.
Butkus Award winner is the nation's best linebacker, as well as the Big Ten's Defensive Player of the Year. He was named a unanimous All-American. The year before that, he led the nation in tackles. He's from Cedar Falls, Iowa, where he's the all-time leading tackler at his high school. And Mel, he led the basketball team to a state championship.
Dan Campbell gets Jack Campbell. He had 8 Hutchinson last year. Gave him 9.5 sacks and a great rookie. And I get an inside linebacker with length. 6'4.5" is rare for an inside linebacker. That can disrupt throwing lanes. He's got intercepted passes. He wreaks some havoc. He's a good tackler. 6'4.5", 250 pounds.
They gonna get Will Levis. Tom Brady
for a touchdown in 2021. There's such a in 2021. You know, that guy who had this past year a ton of big games. Minnesota.
Oh yeah, don't go on that.
Michigan game, 11 tackles. Illinois, 12 tackles, 6 solos. Ohio State, 9 tackles.
Yeah, I hated him so much on the Patriots.
Yeah, I hated him on the
Patriots. On the Patriots,
oh my
gosh, bro.
Like I said, you don't
I was
see
tired of hearing his damn name. Tom Brady. Tom Brady, get the fuck out of here. I don't watch this shit.
I got a chance to do the Music City Bowl this year, Iowa. Out there in Iowa. He said that he's too good to be true. He's too good to be true.
Oh yeah, bro.
Seventh round pick. Play on the field. Look, he tested better than anybody was even imaginable.
Come on,
but when you watch him play, he is a big
Come on,
presence in the middle of the defense.
bro. 7th round, bro. All because
in the
the
A and B
starting
gap
quarterback
where he's coming downhill. He's going to wreck the outside running game. He has
Imagine.
He can run.
Imagine he never got hurt.
And for a defense that needed some beef.
Tom Brady, when he heard about this motherfucker.
And when you think about Dan Campbell, doesn't this pick kind of fit? Like a guy who wants to play football this way, sideline to sideline, tough. And we always talk about fit and how you build your team and the image you want to portray. This is the guy that they want. The defensive coordinator, Aaron Glenn. He got a lot of flack early this season, but the defense played better toward the end of the season. This is a plug-and-play guy that can make tackles sideline to sideline, and he's an above-average athlete, especially in zone coverage.
So they had the two picks tonight. They took the running back and the linebacker. Will the Tampa Bay Buccaneers take the quarterback? We'll find out when we continue
Bill
in
Russell.
30 seconds after
He got
this
11.
from front door.
He got 11, cuz.
toe.
Yeah, nobody got more championships than Bill Russell. Yeah, Bill Russell to go.
That nigga eyes red, cuz? That nigga had red eyes, cuz. What the fuck? Hold on.
And then back in the day, when they didn't have all the rules and shit, it was
See this nigga's eyes.
What the? He on demon time.
he got that shotty around him.
Hell nah. You can't be walking around with him like that,
He
bro.
a real fucking
Damn, I wish we would see a longer. I know we gotta drive.
Introducing Front Door. Download today to Video Chat Expert.
Continue
I
from
gotta drive.
Kansas City. The news of two quarterbacks that we expect to go in round one
Shit,
tonight.
there's
Levis
still
from
10
Kentucky
more.
and Hendon Hooker
11 more
from
picks.
Tennessee.
I'm
This
gonna have
feels like
another
a spot
one.
that is going to take place. Tampa Bay choosing at 19, obviously after the last 7 years. And the legendary Tom Brady now retired and he assumed for good.
Well, no doubt, man. And head coach Todd Bowles, the one thing they've been looking for over and over, they've tried it. They tried with Akeem Hicks and Ndamukong Suh. They need a 3 technique in this defense. Somebody who can rush the pass.
Do they go on the defensive side of the ball? The defense has carried them to a Super Bowl championship a few years ago. Let's find out. Here comes Roger Goodell with the bet.
Wendy's. I'd
With
rather
the
go to
19th
Snoopy
pick
before I go to Wendy's.
in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers select Elijah Cansey, defensive end, Pittsburgh.
Defensive tackle
Who
out
they
of
pick?
Pitt, the last unanimous
Okay, they picked
All-American from
Will
Pitt,
Levis
was
on
also
board.
the defensive tackle Lewis, and that was Aaron Donald.
He absolutely was. And I'll tell you, Kalida has a lot of the
This
same
strawberry
traits as far as
smack.
being able to get off the ball with quickness and be able to just wreak havoc in the pocket. The first step quickness, the legendary top move book. You see it right there. He throws it with quickness, runs over the back, sets the quarterback.
We gotta go
AD,
trade up.
he popularized this thing. Look
You
how
want us to
fast
lock
he
up?
hits. And he's around the horn, buzzing on the quarterback, and he gets inside the hand usage. It's just so quick. He can go inside, outside. He can set you outside, come back inside. The offensive guard sitting there going, well, where did he go? What happened? And here with Aaron Donald, you see him here throw a little bit of a push-pull, get his hands on him, jerk the offensive guard down to the ground, and then just get it on the quarterback. This is exactly what Todd needs. He needs that guy when they go four-man line and it's third down. Get after the quarterback, put him on the ground. Perfect play for Kalida.
Yeah, because this will allow him not to blitz so much. The comparison, Aaron Donald, Grady Jarrett, I'll give you another defensive tackle, Warren Sapp. And so don't think that the Buccaneer organization, where I live down in Tampa, is not thinking about the head days. When they have Warren Sapp, Gerald McCoy, guys, rush the passer from the 3 technique position.
So Elijah Cansey is the selection in Tampa. The Seattle Seahawks with their second pick of the night are coming up next as the celebration is on in Fort Lauderdale. We're still waiting to hear the names of a couple of quarterbacks. Could Seattle wind up choosing someone to learn behind Geno Smith? We'll find out in just a moment as the draft continues from Kansas City.
No X-rays, MRIs, none of that. Your primary doctor's gonna do that.
Every time I go to
All they're gonna do,
busted open or something.
all the ER's gonna do is gonna be like, oh, you have symptoms and all this. They're just gonna try to figure out what you want.
What's it, how to calm you down?
Exactly, that's it.
Temporary solution, but not a diagnosis.
By me going to my primary doctor, they figured out exactly what's going on with me.
4 types of jerky. This is where I live now. You can save a ton with Progressive by bundling your
You're
whole
probably gonna have to
RV with
get
your
an
home and auto.
endoscopy done. where they're gonna put a camera down your throat. And that's how I found out I have really bad ulcers, bro.
It's
like
cheesy, so
stage
crispy,
4.
loaded with toppings, and
I
just
can't eat
$6.99. Enough for two, price for one.
That's what I'm saying, bro. But that's when we're getting old.
Yeah, I know. Is this when the check engine light?
That check engine light, yeah. I ain't fucking with my 20s no more, bro.
Plus and ESPN Plus for one low price. Which literally
So now they give me pills.
Fighters and
I got pills that I take in the morning,
as
pills that I
Guardians
take
in
at night.
Atlantis,
That help me with
starting at just
ulcers.
$9.99 a month.
Should I tell you more? You know, that's
Deadpool and Dinner Rush.
and that's all works with primary. The emergency room
One is fun, but with three, you can have it all.
because they're not your primary doctor.
Bundle Hulu, Disney Plus, and ESPN Plus, starting at just $9.99 a month.
When we were a motorized bicycle, they said that's fine for the streets, but you'll never win a race. They said motorcycles are one thing, but you can't make cars. All right, you're a car company, but you won't win Formula One
I'm the
on a
same
highway.
way, bro.
Well,
There's
you'll never compete off-road.
I lag
What
on
about when
making
there
the
is no
points,
road?
bro.
No gas. They've challenged us to do a lot of things. What will we do next? Honda, the power of dreams. Radio Detroit. Would you look at that? Los Angeles.
Yeah, you just need to get your primary and then get some medication, bro.
Could have been a lot worse.
Dead Island.
Okay, I'm gonna have to get that.
Heck yeah.
Marriage, kids, college. Kids moving back in after college.
Finally, we can eat.
You know you make me wanna.
Then we looked around and said, wait a minute, this isn't even our stroller.
That's probably another thing too, messing up your stomach.
I don't get it.
Here's to getting financially ready for anything.
And here's to being single and ready to mingle. Who's ready to cha-cha?
That's why I stopped smoking, bro. It's the ever since I stopped smoking, bro, my lungs, everything, bro. Because it's a lot of smoke.
It's a high temperature smoke. That's a high temperature.
Yeah. I've noticed that I've been a lot better since I stopped smoking. Now I just gotta stop this shit. I gotta stop drinking. I'm 17. Honestly,
We're back in Kansas City where our aerial coverage is provided by Goodyear. From their first step on the field to their first step on this stage, these players have tried Goodyear, more driven. We are still waiting to hear the name of quarterback Will Levis from Kentucky. Could this be a left of the spot at 20 to Seattle? More and Adam, what can you tell us?
Well, Brady, we started to see a wide receiver or a tight end take again, and we started to see Will Levis. Now, during the visit process, he took 8 visits. 3 of those visits, the Texans, Colts, and Panthers.
Shit, I ain't mean to go to that shit. I'm watching
The Raiders, Titans, Bucks, Patriots, and Falcons. He also visited there. And we're still, if one of them decides to take a quarterback.
Yeah, that's it, bro. I wonder how much it is to go to get What percent chance he would be available at pick 20?
It's problematic. Now, I took the Levis yesterday. He said it was your over. Was his left foot.
Geno Smith ball, bro. I don't give a fuck.
He's ready to go.
Geno Smith is raw as fuck. I don't give a fuck what he's doing. He's he went from the Jets to the fucking what other team he was on, bro. He been on so many
Guys, you see the number there on your screen, only about a 1% chance that he'll be available. There was actually a moment last week where Will Levis became the odds-on favorite to be the second pick in this draft. That did not last long. And now here he is as we still await. So Seattle, Jeff Darlington reported to us in our pre-show tonight that Seattle coach Pete Carroll had talked to Geno Smith and told him there is a chance we will draft a quarterback tonight. We thought that might be Anthony Richardson. Could it be Will Levis? Could this make sense? That's the only opinion they have. 10 by team, everybody has a different viewpoint on quarterbacks. If they don't like Will Levis, they're going to look at a defensive player. They drafted Devin Witherspoon at corner. We said they could not stop the run. And Draymond Jones, they need a defensive line. Who's available? Defensive end Miles Murphy out of Clemson. Monty Smith, defensive tackle out of Michigan. Keon White, defensive end Georgia Tech. They need a third receiver. Okay?
inside. Got Lockett, you got Metcalf, you got Jackson Smith and Jigba from Ohio State, and Zay Flowers, Boston College, sitting there. So Seattle has some good options. Third receiver or a defensive player, because like I said, they were gapped against the run last.
You can't be third in the National Football League and allow 150 yards against the run and not at some point address it. I get it, with this room we can cover people, but at some point you have to fortify your defensive line and you bring in guys like Michael Smith that can take on double teams and make sure those linebackers can scrape and come downhill. At some point, they have to address that.
You guys better have
It makes sense. You know, they
gotta
also
go,
that they signed as well. So look, I get it. The middle of the defense got covered.
Bro, I can't believe you guys
they
got
still
rid of
need more juice on the perimeter as well. Sure. They have some guys like Ray Malley who have to come on, and they have Darrell Taylor. These guys have to take another jump as far as their.
Honestly, I don't even know why you guys have
we still have a guy like Nolan Smith sitting out there that really fits.
Hell the fuck no.
More speed.
They put too much money here, but they fucked up doing
They
it.
need more people on the inside.
But,
bunch of all the wide receivers still sitting there. But they use another one of those. But I have a hard time feeling as though that this would not be another defense.
And do they go for a bigger guy? You speak of Boye Mafe, Nolan Smith, they're the same body type. You go for somebody like Miles Murphy, 6'5", 275.
He'd be like, yeah, I'm good.
Defensive end with similar type of shoes. Maybe they want to go bigger.
That's a possibility. Yeah, I mean, it's just depending on the profile. Absolutely.
I'll remind everyone that they already had selected a player tonight. They took the corner, Devin Witherspoon, with the 5th pick in the draft. So they've made one move on that defense.
But you know what? Hey, I mean, it's amazing that none of the wide receivers have gone yet.
We talk about this draft not being very deep from a wide receiver standpoint.
But there's some good ones on it. How many have to come off the board?
All right, with the Seahawks on the clock here at pick number 20, the commissioner is bringing some special guest with him as the league celebrates the importance of youth football and the Seahawks pick right now.
Paid player in the league right now.
That's what's up. That's what's up. He did it. Yeah, how long ago?
The Seattle Seahawks are champions of growing the game of football at the youth and high school levels. Joining me on stage are local boys tackle football players and local girls flag players who are pioneers in flag football growth.
Who knows how healthy he is?
These young men and women embody the NFL values of respect, integrity, resiliency, and responsibility to their teams. Congratulations on your accomplishments in your academic and football careers. Now to make the selection, please welcome Bethany Uribe. Go ahead.
Okay, Bethany. Tell them it's Will Levis.
With the 20th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Seattle Seahawks select Jackson Njigba, wide receiver, Ohio State.
Ohio State, they got the receiver, guys.
There he is, Jackson Smith and Njigba.
Come on, guys.
Forget about 2022. It was just a lost season, nagging hamstring injury. The kid is special. He was fast and quick at the combine, which is what everybody wanted to see. And the year before, 95 catches, over 1,600 yards.
And the thing about it is that he's a three-position player, not just a slot player, which is where he can really do a lot of work in the middle of the field. He did a lot of work at Ohio State. But he's an X. He's a split end. He's a flanker. He's a Z. And he's also a slot guy. And they will move him all over the place and pair him with DK Metcalf, Chris Orr, and Tyler Lockett. And Geno Smith has to be thinking, look, I have a guy here right now who can make the contested catches, who you don't see get run down from behind, who offensive coordinator Brian Hartline out there at Ohio State says, hey, look, of all the good players that I have had recently, all the wide receivers that we put in the NFL, this guy is the reaching front is as good, if not better than all of them. He believes in the way this kid is made up.
I swear, bro,
in terms of his temperament and his intelligence.
You know what?
He won't be a problem anymore. He's going to be a baller out there in Seattle's offense.
And you talk about he can play outside, sure, but I think he can be elite inside his three-cone drill, 6.57. That's either that is the element is on the inside. And isn't it ironic that Seattle didn't get a quarterback?
I wish I would have played safe.
We have Tyler Lockett. We have DK Metcalf. We signed Geno Smith to an extension. We're going to invest in our offense and put more weapons around Geno Smith.
Quarterback's hard, bro.
Middle of the field, and he will dominate in between.
I ain't gonna lie, bro.
People say, well, he's got deceptive speed, not that fast. 4.49, 4.5.
Yeah.
You got so much stress.
2 years ago, the Rose Bowl, they have 15 catches. Keep in mind, 2 years ago, he outproduced Chris Olave and Garrett Wilson in terms of catches and average per catch. They had more touchdowns. We had more catches and average per catch. And they made a lot that happened. They got free releases. They were really smart. And they devised that scheme, getting free and clear. Jackson Smith and Jigba in Seattle, the third wide receiver that was a missing link. Metcalf and Lockett. You will feel a major void on that.
This guy is smooth now. The reason why I emphasize the fact that he's a three-position player, I don't want to just box him in and be in the front. Because he can get off the line of scrimmage. He doesn't need formation variation in order to win at the line of scrimmage. And between him and Witherspoon now, I said this a year ago in August. This team is on the rise now. And they surprised people last year. These first 2 picks.
He ain't running me over, guys. I don't give a fuck, bro. I ain't letting him run me over. Tell me why
as far
the
as
first
getting
player
production out of their draft picks as anyone.
I see him at quarterback.
Look out for Seattle. They have to be one of the favorites. To me, they're the favorite in the West. They're still going to get against the run.
And
there's a lot of draft left, though. I hear it this way.
It's a team that traded away Russell Wilson, and look at all that they have done.
This is! Tell me why I laid him out on the sideline on the right-hand side, bro. Laid him out. I'm the only person on the whole fucking field that laid that. He was receiver, him and everybody. Running over everybody.
And now with Jackson,
and as soon as I laid him out, I told you, I told you let's play fucking defense.
Of your roster here.
Quit fucking playing with me, because...
All right, so yeah. Going to take us back down to the stage now.
I'm over here playing quarterback, and I'll lay this dude out on the sideline.
Your dad had been preparing you for this moment since you were a little kid. What's it like to have your dream come true?
It's awesome.
It's a turkey ball.
A dream come true, like you said. A lot of work has been put in. It took a village, for me to be here. And I appreciate everybody, all the sacrifices, all the love that I got back home. Let's do this, man.
The name of Jigba is already in the major leagues. Your brother plays for the Pirates. What does it represent to have that name on the back of an NFL jersey?
It means everything. It means everything to me. It means everything to my family. I just want to represent it the right way and go about it the right way.
Now another great Ohio State wide receiver is on his way to the NFL. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
He could have. I ain't gonna lie, bro. He could have went D1 and made to the league.
They had Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave. They both go in the top 11 last year. They both had brilliant seasons. And then you take a look, Jackson Smith and Jigba, and the best of them all might be the one who's still there, and Marvin Harrison Jr., who had 77 catches for over 1,200 yards a year ago. Meanwhile, time now for a draft moment delivered by the Pizza Hut.
When I wasn't playing wide, I used to play safety. I used to play safety.
Well, if I would have played safety, I probably got way more playing time.
It was Bryce Young going number 1 overall tonight as expected.
I'm good at reading shit.
And then at number 2, perhaps not so expected, C.J. Stroud going to the Houston Texans. And then the quarterbacks continued with an emotional Anthony Richardson, who was drafted number 4 by the Indianapolis Colts. So 3 quarterbacks in the first 4 picks with Will Anderson sandwiched in between there at number 3 also to Houston. A tumultuous start to our draft tonight, and that's our draft moment delivered by Pizza Hut, and that leaves Will Levis still in the green room, still waiting to hear his name called as we arrive at the 22nd pick of this year's draft. As you see, according to our projections, there had been less than a 1% chance that his name would not have been called already by now. We are at the spot in the draft where the Miami Dolphins would originally have selected, but that choice was forfeited, and so it is the Los Angeles Chargers who've made the pick, and we are waiting for the announcement of the direction that they are going to go. As we take a look inside their draft room, and then the Ravens have had a busy day today with the re-signing of Lamar Jackson to the long-term contract, long awaited there in Baltimore. They get looked at for the Chargers here, of course, made the playoffs last season with their starting young quarterback, Justin Herbert, had the enormous lead in Jacksonville, lost in unimaginable fashion. Let's see what they decide.
Hey, when we picking again.
Second round.
Oh, yeah, we're going to change this shit.
With the 21st pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Los Angeles Chargers select Quentin Johnston, wide receiver, TCU.
Okay,
right, so here come the wideouts. He watched him last year. It seemed like no one could cover him on that ride to the national championship game. Mel 60 catches for over 1,000 yards last season.
He looks the part. You know, about 6'3", 210 with incredibly long arms.
40.5 vertical. He had some productive performances, no question. You know about catching the football, he was able to do that in a lot of games for TCU and Max Duggan. Problem is, when you talk about his size, he doesn't always play to it. His body catch. He doesn't snatch the ball, so basically he became too
look at him.
Hey,
he's nice, bro.
You got big windows, you can bobble a little bit.
And the Chargers got him. He could be nice with Justin Herbert, bro.
The cool thing about him, though, was...
One hand! One hand! Quit playing with him, guys! Their colors are nice, bro. Look at them. Oh! Get off me, guys!
They ran him on intermediate digs and curls. They ran him on the bubble screens. They ran him on the shallow crossers. Any way they can possibly get him the football.
Oh, yeah, get off me, guys.
I'll tell you, he is a tough guy to bring down.
I'm going to get that shit and score a touchdown.
What you want. And he's
tall, bro.
Like they're used to.
And when you look at what the Chargers do, they got two $20 million receivers, Keenan Allen and Mike Williams. They stay hurt. It's hard to produce when you're hurt, so that fits the profile. We're going to get the quarterback, Justin Herbert, who we're going to sign to an extension soon. We're going to give him a dependable weapon. I can't have Mike Williams and Keenan Allen until I need somebody outside. So I need somebody prolific. If we can score points,
can you get off some pressure off Lamar Jackson?
Exactly. Zay Flowers, one of my favorite players in this draft. Boston College wide receiver. I'll tell you what, Baltimore needs a speed guy in that offense. Zay Flowers behind the fit for Baltimore Ravens. And Lamar Jackson now under contract.
They added OBJ into the week ago, so we'll see if they do decide to bring in another receiver. We'll find out. They're up next. The Ravens will pick right after this. As we continue from Kansas City at home.
Did they make playoffs?
They lost to somebody. They lost to Chiefs.
Hey guys, random question. Is it bad to swallow the lime in your Corona?
It might, honestly, bro. It's also, but honestly, if you stop smoking the blunts,
no,
that'll fuck up your stomach, bro.
Limes are a superfood.
Bombs, bro. The only, yeah, no. Don't get me wrong. I used to do that same shit when my stomach hurt. I used to smoke, but I used to smoke out of a bomb or a pipe. But also, you gotta make sure that you clean that pipe, clean that bomb, because if you get it dirty, that's
transformation is real, but temporary.
But it's you need to clean that rig.
Now any guy can temporarily cover grays,
that's
fill in thin
why.
patchy areas,
I'm
and create a fuller defined look for beard and brows.
All that black shit
New just for men, one-day beard and brow. Breakthrough color that stays put for the day till you wash it out.
Transform your
look.
It comes out.
New just for men, one-day beard and brow color.
Because at first it's just all fucked up. It's just like.
But if you want to deep clean it, put paper towels on both ends, put steaming hot water in it, and then put salt in it. And then you shake it around and let it sit there, and that's how you clean it out.
On the positivity and the good that there is in this world, the better off we're going to be.
Silicone.
Hot water will work with that.
Hot water.
Time and time again, we're showing how beautiful and generous the human spirit can be.
That shit, bro.
How can I make a difference?
Yup.
No matter
Because
how
all
big,
that shit going straight into you,
That's
bro.
why it was fucking my
how can I make a difference?
that shit all the time. All that shit, like,
When's the last time you cleaned it? Yeah. He said never, guys. That's why. I'm gonna be 100 with you. That's why, bro. You gotta clean that shit out, bro. Let me see that.
And I know you are
bro. That's all going into your lungs and stomach, bro.
That's a lot of technical skills.
Bro, you
People
gotta
skills.
clean that shit out,
And
cuz.
lifelong skills. Learned on the job.
You got no.
That one in eight
No.
Women this week tried telling people that Geico has been offering savings for over 85 years.
That's why.
Better than a buffalo that's been around.
Doesn't wing.
And did you know that?
Bro, you gotta clean that shit out, bro.
This nigga said
Motorcycle insurance.
When's the last time you replaced the water?
Never.
My lips are actually burning.
No, that's why.
Look at the water.
See what you can say about Geico.
Bro, that's why. You never change out the water?
This is too
Bro!
NFL Plus brings you the draft like never
That's
before.
like you shitting in the fish tank and you never put that out.
Plus expert analysis.
He can do it all.
Bro, no way, bro.
NFL
No!
Plus. Get it all for $4.99.
Pour that out now and switch that out, bro.
Welcome back to the 2023 NFL Draft. Presented by Courtyard by Marriott.
We continue from Kansas City. The Baltimore Ravens about to make a 23rd pick in this year's draft with Adam Schefter. It's been a busy day for the Ravens. Major headlines for the Baltimore Ravens earlier today. They reaching agreement with Lamar Jackson on a 5-year, $260 million contract that includes $185 million. It's not the fully guaranteed contract that Lamar Jackson wanted. He also does make it on an 5 years basis the highest paid player in NFL history with an average of $52 million a year.
Guaranteed. Most guaranteed money in a single contract, bro.
And now there's a decent chance.
Oh, he got Deshaun Watson got 230. He got he asked. He asked. That's a boo-boo now. That's one season. So he came back in like the late season. So he got a whole season.
And he got all that trauma.
Yeah, he
all that pressure coming back. And he
probably
going
into this draft as the 13th best player, my number one overall receiver.
Let's not forget Baltimore changes offensive coordinator. Todd Monkey comes in. They want to open the offense up. It's no longer going to be ground and pound. They want to open the field up. You got Nelson Aguilar, you signed. You got OBJ. If they add another receiver. So now you can see a dynamic 3-wide receiver set. Exactly. Can he stay healthy? They start to add a lot of weapons for the Baltimore Ravens.
When I watch Zay Flowers, I'm telling you, in the way Baltimore used him, reminds me of how Andy Reid used Tyreek Hill. Constantly put him in the slot in 3-by-1 sets where he's the third guy in, closest to the offensive tackle, and getting him up vertically on safeties, running double move, running those deep over routes. I mean, the guy is just impossible to cover for safety. He's tough to cover for corners. They need that dynamic point-yard type of guy who can produce those tough plays. He's got it, man. Every birthday, 13 siblings. Yeah, he got to come back to work. You think about, great kid he is. I'll tell you what, play like a Raven, Zay Flowers will. He's like a Raven, he will play like a Raven.
The Ravens wide receivers combined for the fewest receiving yards in the NFL last season, just over 1,500 yards in the entirety of the receiving corps. Of course, the end of their season was just a mess after Lamar Jackson got hurt, and there was all of those questions as to whether he come back and play or not. Let's find out what the Ravens are going to do. Here's the commissioner.
I have that mindset already in my head that I'm not going to speed.
With the 22nd pick in the 2023 draft, the Baltimore Ravens select Zay Flowers, wide receiver.
Well, there's the guy, and the kind of story you love coming out of high school in Fort Lauderdale. Zay Flowers was the 83rd ranked receiver in the country. Now,
he trained half that motherfucker.
He is his podcast.
God damn, you thirsty ass.
His dad's working.
He said, let me get a swing. God damn. This shit down here. Hell no.
His sisters and brothers. And Zay Flowers was a great young man. 5'9" and a quarter, 182, 4.4 speed, electric, as I said. So sudden. Hit quarterback issue. Phil Dracovic injury. I think about Jeff Halfway going in this year. A lot of guys going into transfer.
Oh, they picked up Zay Flowers?
Zay Flowers stays with Boston College.
Oh!
I'll tell you what, for a guy 5'9" and a quarter, 182 ball,
oh my God!
Touches the ball in traffic. Tough kid, loves to play the game. He's an energizer. Look at him here. You look about a guy who can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Defensive players trying to corral this guy. Good luck.
The best line I heard about throughout the whole process, he can win a game of tag in the phone. It's really simple. And if you look at the Ravens wide receivers, they were last in yardage in the National Football League. So they had to get somebody, not only they can win at the catch point, but when they get the ball in their hands, they can make plays in space. And Zay Flowers definitely
honestly,
he makes big plays. Lewis last year, he set the school record for touchdowns and tied the school record for catches.
Yeah, look, he's just one of these guys who, I'm telling you, is a matchup nightmare because of how good he is getting off the line of scrimmage, how he can play outside and inside, and just how good he is at the top of his routes as far as creating separation, getting DBs to turn, and then he has the gypsy and just turns it on. Look, if they put him at number 2 or number 3, you should see right here. Defensive back in the safety, and look, man, you just got to back up. Just back up and play it top down. Because if you really try to play it through and try to read his routes, read his releases, you don't have a shot. This is something that Kansas City used to do with Tyreek.
all the time. As soon as you turn and open your hips, you believe he's got you right where he wants you. And then after that, you're not going to catch him, just like you're not going to catch Tyreek. And I'm not saying Zay is as fast as Tyreek, but it's the same kind of utilization. And here again, you see him there. You see him with the corner post. Back into the corner, come back from the post, and then after the catch. He's one of those guys with the ball in his hands. He converts into a running back immediately. Tyreek was just like that. Whether he was catching the ball deep down the field or here on an intermediate crosser, after the catch now, he has great run instincts and vision. And once he turns on the jet, that's exactly what he's going to do. He's going to probably get a 15-yard penalty and a fine for throwing up the deuces, but he's going to absolutely rub it in your face.
Can I tell you who likes it? Lamar Jackson likes it. 1 minute ago, he tweeted, "I'm smelling more good news dropping soon." And then 10 seconds ago, he tweeted, "Well, it happened."
They already got Justin Jefferson.
Obviously,
They
Mel,
got Kirk
the
Cousins.
quarterback of Baltimore is happy
I
with
don't
the
know
new
why
receiver.
we got rid of this
Odell
nigga,
Beckham
bro.
Jr. with his good friends.
Bro, he was nice.
Good when they're getting touchdowns.
I don't give a fuck, bro. What he's doing with Vikings.
Play on more.
He can win, but the nigga choked.
He can do it all.
He choked.
Susie is
He always
with
choked with
Safe
us.
Flower Subway takes us down to the stage. Susie.
Say you made history. The first BC wide receiver to go in the first round. What are you most proud of in the journey?
Bro, he's a fucking quarterback, bro.
Fought through everything, no matter what it was, adversity. And I had my family, I had my friends, I had everybody by my side. And Coach Hapley stuck by me and gave me his word. And
Zay
he helped me
Flowers, bro,
with his opportunity.
One of 14 kids, and your dad held it down on his own. But in this moment, how do you want to honor your mom? What she's meant to the journey?
She's the reason I'm still doing this. She put me in this. It started with my mom, and my dad continued it, and it made everything. That's why I made sure that she was on with me. Made sure she was with me tonight.
Know somebody who's really happy tonight. Lamar Jackson has already tweeted out how happy he is.
Tell him let's do it. Tell him let's do it. Hey, we about to work. Let's get to it. Let's get to it.
There you go. Congrats.
Yeah, beautiful moment there, talking about his mom, and then of course Lamar Jackson tweeting the happy news. And we gave you the number beforehand. Since Lamar Jackson's first start back late in his rookie year, the team is last in the receptions per game, in receiving yards per game amongst wide receivers. Do you foresee that changing, Booker?
Yeah, it's going to change. And some of that was because of the philosophy with Greg Roman. They want to run the football. They led the league in rushing. More yards than anybody had ever amassed. Now you bring in offensive coordinator Todd Monken, it's going to change. They want to open the offense. They tried to run it down people's throats. That didn't win them a championship. So now they're going to play the ball that the Chargers are playing, that the Bills are playing, that the Chiefs are playing. We're going to try to score through the passing game, and this fits that profile.
That's why it was so important to get that deal done. You see how positive Zay Flowers is? Because he knows Lamar's under contract, and he's excited.
Yes.
If you would have had this lingering on, its negativity continues, it's swirling. Like I say, now all of a sudden Lamar's back possibly to being, which he was, the toast of the town.
All right, let's turn the page here. The next team up is the Minnesota Vikings. Well, obviously have a gaudy regular season record last year. They were 11-0 in one-score games last year. Got knocked out in their very first playoff game at home by the Giants, 31-24. In an NFC that has been somewhat depleted, you do have to wonder, is this a spot where they could consider taking the quarterback? I feel like I've heard that mentioned through the process, but Mel is shaking his head at me vigorously.
I'm not saying they won't take Will Levis. I don't know. I'm just saying their defense was bad. And I watched Daniel Jones just light them up. Yes, sir. I got Emmanuel Forbes gone. Right? But who's left? Joey Porter Jr. and my guy in Maryland, defense around that state, Deontay Banks, who had a heck of a year, came back for shoulder injury in 2021, got a whale of a season opposite Ja'Cory Bennett, who's going to probably be a good third round pick for somebody. So Deontay Banks and Joey Porter Jr., two solid corners still on the board here.
Yeah, to me, this pick has got to be a cornerback. They got rid of just about every corner they had, and everyone else. They need somebody that can cover. They were just about statistically last in every passing category. They have to find somebody that can cover. Defensive coordinator Brian Flores needs cover guys. He's going to want to play man, and right now he doesn't have the people to do it. This has to be a corner.
Deontay Banks is in that athletic super freak category now. As far as his explosive quality, explosive movement quality. You're right, with Brian Flores, look, I'm going to run a lot of zero blitzes.
This is what I was in Illinois.
You get beat on the 9 ball, the next play you're getting up there, and you know what you're doing, you're pressing him again. and then you come back and you make the play. That's Deontay Banks. I've seen him do it. I've seen him get beat, come right back, get right back up in the wide receiver's face. Explosive athlete.
And she was fire, bro.
They are taking their entire allotment of time. Mel, let's take a look at your best available. Brought to you by Marriott.
Yeah, look at the teams at the back half of the first round do not need a quarterback unless somebody trades back in. Boomer size, and the Bengals took 3 players in the first round. Boomer slid to the second round in 1984. Brett Favre slid to the second round. So it's happened before with quarterbacks. Jimmy Clausen did too. Actually worked out well for me. We'll see how it goes with Will Levis. But Will's right there. Heck of a quarterback, I believe. Nolan Smith, an outside backer. Where you can move around. Could be off ball as well. Dalton Kincaid and Shaquille O'Neal as well. And Notre Dame still not yet had a tight end. Jordan Addison went from high school to USC with Caleb Williams, who may be the #1 pick overall pick here at USC quarterback. How about that name right there, Jordan Addison, right? Think about him right up here with Jordan Jefferson. That would be a sweet pick too. Defense makes sense because the value kind of matches up with the need. I mean, wide receiver is always good because Jefferson.
I didn't fuck with her at all. High school was
moved on. He needs a running mate because of the
I was after high school and I started.
This will be an interesting pick. I don't see how they go away from defense, but I wouldn't be shocked considering some of the quality wide receivers that still have Jacksonville's got a corner need. The Giants have a corner need. So you got teams right now that look, I'm sure, Porter Jr. and Deontay Banks. Right.
And so this will be the Vikings making their pick here. Again, we are expecting them perhaps to go on that defensive side of the ball. You never know. You mentioned the partner of Adam Thielen, so perhaps help needed at wide receiver. The Vikings, who had a big regular season and then that very disappointing postseason performance. I do see the commissioner starting to make his way towards the podium here. We're going to make the announcement of the acquisition in Minnesota this year. The new defensive coordinator, Brian Flores.
I got a good line.
Miami. We'll see if they go that way. Here's the commissioner.
Yeah, it's a long draft, bro.
With the 23rd pick in the 2023 NFL
Yeah, there's
Draft,
playoff teams now.
the Minnesota Vikings select Jordan Addison, wide receiver.
Wide receiver. They got another wide receiver because they just went up and got another wide receiver because USC wide receiver was Ross Bud, bro. I watched him, bro. I went to 2 games last year.
Let's take a look at the prospect resume brought to you by Indeed.
A lot of people know something about it. He only win 170 pounds, 5'11". No, for me, I look at it. He was my #1 receiver in this draft. That can play inside, can play outside.
You walked up, bro.
2021.
He had the whole handshake already dialed in.
Go out west. Play with Caleb Williams. The
commissioner. The one that right in, they said, dabbed it up. What, bro? I ain't never seen that.
Where you can line him up and how he can
When did they have time to practice?
And imagine a nigga like this around this one trying to take him. I'll put my foot in the ground. I'll get inside. I can go easy pitching.
Oh, he was at Pittsburgh. And then he reached USC.
Not only can I catch the football, I can make guys miss and show them toughness.
Look at that tip. Oh my God.
What I love is you can put him
now he at USC.
Put him one-on-one. And
bro, I watched him at USC with Caleb Williams, bro.
And you can throw it to him. The ability to play inside, outside. That's the reason why he was my #1 receiver.
Oh,
come on. You've seen that kid. Some of the best hands in this draft.
What he showed this year is
vertical threat.
if you ask him the best wide receiver.
Oh my God!
They really separate themselves by the guy who can go outside.
Oh, play with him.
Win the one-on-one when you know you're throwing it to him. And Jordan showed that this year at USC. Last year, Pitt, much more inside work where he tore people apart.
Hey, honestly, that makes sense.
Resume brought to you by Indeed. I'm being told we have another trade. The Giants will be
all
on
they
the
have.
clock.
Now they got
the
Alabama wide receiver and they got USC. Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
We'll find out next.
And the Vikings already got defense. The Vikings already got an offense with Justin Jefferson, but now they just added 2 more weapons. The Vikings about to be a problem.
Her name is Sadie.
Nah, the Kirk Cousins is good.
He good, but he not
anywhere.
Choke, bro.
And they got the running back. Hey, Kai, you got a bag or something?
Oh, yeah, now streaming on Apple TV+.
Make sure we don't leave a mess in
There's a lot of anticipation leading
I'm
up
about
to
to
the
finish
draft.
this shit right now.
My hopes
Lit
is
as
that
fuck.
I look the best there. Jewelry plays a big part, you know.
Woo!
It's
It's about to be a fun stream tonight,
bro.
I like to
God,
be
we
shining
going
and
up, bro.
bleeding.
We're going up. We gotta get practicing.
This
Makes me
nigga dropped at
feel
17.
I can take over any room.
Tito is a monster.
17.
Like 2 days ago. Yes.
Damn, dropped 17.
I've been trying to keep up with bro. This nigga is savage.
I can't even get a 10 piece, nigga. I got 9. That's my PR is 9.
Mine's is 15.
Hey.
I dropped a 14 today though.
Don't give up. I'm telling you, bro.
The all-new Prius.
Bro,
Toyota.
I never
Let's
played
go
shooting
places.
games until
Corner blues.
the pandemic.
Sticky
I ain't gonna
fold.
keep it real, bro.
Catching
I've been
breaks.
That's
playing
when I got on
shooting games my whole
Fortnite.
life.
Second win.
That's what I got on
007,
Fortnite. Tell me why I played
Halo,
2K,
96 calories.
Madden,
Tastes like Miller time.
NCAA. Never any
Lowe's
shooting
knows
game,
the
bro,
most
until I
powerful
played
tool in
Fortnite.
your toolbox is an app.
2019, bro, is when I started
That's
playing
why we got an app that lets you build an instant quote.
2023, he's on that big.
I'm on that shit, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, but don't get bro. You know how many times I got discouraged? Because I got only 2 kills, 3 kills, 4 kills. Fuck that shit, bro. The only way you're gonna get better is playing more, playing consistent. You gonna get mad, you gonna get upset. I was there, bro.
You gonna rage quit sometimes.
I rage quit. I'm like, fuck this, bro. I'm fucking
Because
off.
before 11 a.m.,
But
I like to keep it
at
toned
the end
down
of the
and
day,
simple,
bro,
just like Taco Bell breakfast.
now,
with fluffy
bro,
eggs,
if I jump
sausage,
on Fortnite
melty
right now, I'll
cheese,
probably
and
drop
a
a 20
crispy
bomb.
hash brown and
No
a grilled
cap.
tortilla.
I see
That's
this.
a while.
I'll drop a 20 bomb on Fortnite right now.
Isn't that right?
Yeah.
You
No
so
builds,
turned
zero
up for
builds,
Warzone.
bro. Call of Duty be getting me on that shit.
Are we on TV?
You
But
gotta be on that shit.
I'm telling you, bro. If I go back to Fortnite, right, bro, you know when the last time I logged into Fortnite? A minute.
ain't no new champ. He is the new chump.
And that was my best game, bro.
American story.
I dropped a 20 bomb with him in my lobby.
It's hard to play Fortnite with him because I can't get
Star
no kills.
Phil.
Yeah, I'll be getting all the kills.
He jumping around.
Yeah, because I know the graphics of it, bro.
Bro, crazy. Yes.
But I'm telling you, bro,
Let me bring
don't
in
be
my
discouraged when you get only like 4 kills, 5 kills, 2
Those are
kills.
for my car
Bro,
keys.
your shit gonna come, bro, because I'm not dropping 17 every damn time.
But when you hit that 17,
It feel good.
Wait, really?
Because you're on the shield. But I don't
Everyone
get
gets a
like,
free new Samsung
I have my
Galaxy S23
downtime. I
and the
get
Galaxy
0
phone
kills,
any year.
even
2
the
kills.
12s and the 10s and the 15, you know those. I'll get on with y'all tonight. I dropped a 14 today. It felt lovely.
We're back in Kansas City, the 2023 NFL Draft. We've had quite a few trades, and we just had another.
Yeah, go to the hospital, bro. If you like want to go to the hospital, go to the hospital. For real. Go to the hospital. Go to the hospital, bro.
And this will be their chance by moving up
Yeah, I
one
remember
slot
you was telling me.
to improve their secondary. This would be the spot to do it.
Okay, Giants.
We'll see how
We in
that's the
playoff
direction
teams
they
now,
go. They're
cuz.
coming off 4
The Giants
consecutive wide receivers.
the Giants need
By the way, I'll
defense.
mention quickly,
The
it's
Giants
the first
need
time that's ever happened in a
Giants
common
need
draft era.
Is there a
4
place to put
consecutive
this?
wide
yeah,
receivers.
that's
And
what I
now the
said.
Giants, if they do want help in that secondary, Mel, what direction should they
Well,
look?
with what Minnesota will be looking at corners, they pass, they took wide receiver Jordan Addison, which is a need for the Vikings. They went offense over defense, but for Wink Martindale and the Giants, they got to get a point. And I think
Now you good, bro.
Jr. from Penn State and my guy Deontay Banks from Maryland, that wouldn't make sense. They're going to go up. And Jacksonville, to me, could take a corner. But then there's tight end Dalton Kincaid, tight end Michael Mayer. Dallas is sitting there maybe thinking tight end. It's going to be interesting to see what happens there in terms of maneuvering. But I think the Giants, I'm a Maryland guy with Deontay Banks.
I slept in a little
I
bit
came
because
back
I
with a
was
shoulder injury and had a heck of a season.
You mentioned defensive coordinator Wink Martindale. No one likes to play cover zero, which is no safety in the hole more than Wink Martindale. You gotta have a guy that can be explosive, play man-to-man coverage, be physical, and have the mentality that I'm gonna win down after down. This fits the defensive coordinator's personality. Deontay Banks fits. Wouldn't be surprised if that's the pick.
Yeah, I mean, he's just a super athlete.
Yes.
Man, I mean, the kid has, but there's certain athletes that when you watch them and you watch them change direction, it just looks different. It looks different with Deontay Banks. And he is not scared as far as sticking his nose in there against the run either.
I'm gonna tell you,
He likes those kind of guys, those kind of competitors. It would fit perfectly in the scheme. Maybe one of the more explosive players in this draft.
It's
So you
just.
saw the celebration in the Giants draft room there as they have made their pick, and here comes the commissioner to announce it. The Bills will be next up after Jacksonville.
My max score right now, but shit, if I get rich and we hit
The Jacksonville
Jaguars, I'm having
10.
10. I'm having hella kids, guys.
With the 24th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the New York Giants select Deontay Banks, defensive back.
Will Levis, that's what I'm saying, bro. I gotta stay to Will Levis.
Mel loves him because he was born and raised in Baltimore and stayed home to go to college. Started 8 games as a freshman, never looked back. He's got the combination of size and speed, Mel, that every team is looking for.
He's 6 foot, almost 200 pounds.
I'm telling you, bro.
4'3",
I told you, the Giants picking up
42-inch vertical jump. Talking about how athletic he is. Lewis was talking about that.
He's nice, bro.
Think about this year. He's back from a shoulder injury.
6 foot, 197.
2021. I'm watching Ja'Cory Bennett to start the year. He's a really good player. Probably be a 3rd-round pick, 4th-round pick. Deontay Banks just jumped out at you from game 1 on. He had 8 pass breakups. He had an interception. He did not allow a reception of over 30 yards all year. Talking about notable games. Purdue, Indiana, outstanding. Ohio State did some good things there. Now, at the end of the route, he will at times not locate the ball. That's something he did. I thought he showed some improvement, but that was kind of the bugaboo. That was something I think that bothered him just a bit close and covered. He can fix that, improve on that.
Quit playing with him!
His toughness.
You see how he
Quit playing with him, guys!
Very quickly mention that we've had another trade here. You can see it on your screen as the graphics will change here for you as they see Deontay
Quit
Banks
playing with
goes
him,
to the
bro.
Giants.
Oh, no, the Bills ain't playing.
moved up.
Dallas ain't picking up.
Has
Buffalo
traded
again
twice in
ain't
the last
picking
10
up.
minutes. They moved back one spot to allow the Giants to come up. Now the Bills have
Nah, they ain't picking up. You know what Dallas picking up? You know what Dallas picking up?
As we continue in just
Dallas
moment with the
Dallas
NFL
picking up
draft from
either a
Kansas City.
linebacker or a defensive lineman.
But we need a kicker.
Fuck your kicker, bro. You ain't picking up no kicker in the first round. See, Will Levis is going 2nd round, bro. See, look, right there, Nolan Smith. They're picking up Nolan Smith, bro. Dallas picking up Nolan Smith. Either that, if they don't pick up, if the Bills don't pick him up,
effortless shaving in one efficient
the
stroke.
Cowboys are gonna pick up Nolan Smith, bro.
All with a lifetime warranty.
Oh, cornerback. You see, I can see the I can see the Bills picking them up.
Lineup of product
I can see the
design,
Bills
soft
picking up
and
Joey
trim,
Porter.
and style for
You
your best
going in the
view.
first round?
Gillette, the best a man can get.
You going in the first?
He played for Miami Dolphins. He was the linebacker.
It takes
for the
fight
Steelers.
to be a
Oh,
full-time fan.
Yeah, his son.
Oh, Joey Porter. You don't know who Joey Porter is?
Yeah, but he been in there for
He been here. Yeah, he
Good
been
day.
that nigga was out here at the bars and shit.
But you'll never quit because you're in this together.
But he's
It
going to
won't
the
always
league
be
tonight.
easy, but when you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. Modelo, brewed for full-time fans, brewed for those with a fighting spirit.
1 in 8. That's how many people have worked at a McDonald's, who've made more famous fries and more kids' days than anyone else, who know no 2 orders and no 2 shifts on the same. That hour don't work around your life. Needs more time for your life. That the skills you learn here help you grow from here or keep growing here. 1 in 8 start at McDonald's, and when you start, stays with you.
Jake from State Farm. I really want that personal price plan, so I'll admit it.
If anything, I'm happy for a nigga, cause he made it out the
Dude,
struggle. Go to the
you do
hills.
not need to get that personal. The State Farm Personal Price Plan simply helps you create an affordable price just for you.
That
For real?
camera knows, right?
Who's
She
ready
set-
for
I
their
see
jazz
the screen,
bath?
the shit set up how you be in there.
Oh, the camera looks nice?
Yeah, it looks good. No, the quality.
Who is that guy?
Yeah. It looks good on my TikTok though.
Call it quick to get a quote today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Which NFL players depend on Sleep Number? That guy, that one. Holy moly, all these guys. This Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year sure does. I mean, just look at him. This one here, we got a big pile of them here. Yeehaw, Cowboys do.
The more stuff
The
y'all
Offensive
post,
Player of the
you know,
Year
I
does.
try to support everything.
Super Bowl champions do. Boom, it's a Circa Plaza. Turns out 80% of NFL players have a Sleep Number sweat bed to help improve their energy and recovery. It's game-changing sleep. Only from Sleep Number.
All y'all too. This nigga Tito, everybody love Tito and
It's a beautiful time for
I
baseball.
swear.
They always ask where funny nigga.
I made it this far, but still got a long way to take it to make it to great.
They be
Underdog turn fave. Whole crowd going
I
crazy.
can't wait for that shit. We got it. The Lakers got to win fucking tomorrow, bro. Close out the series.
Man, he's already in there. Professional basketball.
The NBA playoffs
Hey, you guys
continue
should
with 2 Game
save
6s
up money and go to
Friday on
USC.
ESPN.
I got a job now, so it's easy.
Back in Kansas City late in the first round, the quarterback Will Levis still available. As you see, less than a 0.1% chance he would be available tonight. Susie is in the green room. Susie, what can you tell us?
Well, I spoke to his agent, Jimmy Sexton, and he said they were prepared for this because they went in knowing that in the first round there were 3 sure quarterback spots and 4 quarterbacks here, so it's like a game of musical chairs. But the family's doing okay. Mellon mentioned that Levis plays with a chip on his shoulder. They said this plays right into that. And his mom, Beth, was a big-time soccer player at Yale. She said, the NFL likes drama. You're welcome, NFL. Sounds like she has a chip on her shoulder, too.
We had Bryce Young, Will Anderson, and Bryce Young, C.J. Stroud, and Anthony Richardson go in the first 4 picks tonight, and no quarterback since. Again, there was a moment last week, in which Will Levis was the odds-on favorite to be the 2nd pick in this draft, Mel, and instead, here he is, still waiting to hear his name called as we approach the end of round 1.
Well, Susie touched on it. That's something the quarterback was going to possibly fall. So is it the end of the world? Heck no. I mean, how many quarterbacks we have to mention that went from the second round one and became that player in the NFL? I'm talking Boomer Esiason here. He was like my first year in 1984. We had a little box on the table, Boomer and I. And I'm mentioning Dan Fouts, Johnny Unitas, Boomer. They don't get down. Just get motivated. Moving out with Boomer. Brett Favre's another one. We saw Aaron Rodgers 3 weeks before the draft was projected to go number 1, ended up 124.
As you look at the teams that have got to select tonight here in round 1, it seems almost impossible that any of them will take a quarterback. Now, certainly, we have frequently seen teams trade into the end of round 1 to take a quarterback, and it is certainly possible we will see that. But when you consider Dallas and Jacksonville, Cincinnati, New Orleans, Philadelphia, Kansas City, hard to picture. Here's the commissioner in the Bills.
The Jacksonville Jaguars have traded the 25th pick.
Whoa.
The Buffalo Bills.
Okay, the Buffalo Bills, okay.
With the 25th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Buffalo Bills select Dalton Kincaid, tight end, Utah.
Oh my
And
gosh,
so
they
the first
just
tight end goes off the board tonight. Was a star basketball player in high school. Played only 1 year of high school football. Walked onto the football team, Mel, at the University of San Diego. Caught 19 touchdowns there in 2 seasons, and then found his way to Utah.
Yeah, they just gave him a weapon,
game
bro.
for C.J. Stroud, and we talked about
He's
one
hella
game for
good,
Dalton
bro.
Kincaid. Got everybody's attention. USC game. Mid-season, he has 16 targets, 16 catches. He's 16 for 16 against USC. That's pretty doggone good. And he got, I'll tell you, a teammate misfortune. Grant Keithley's a heck of a player who's going back to Utah. Grant Keithley got hurt. Dalton Kincaid stepped up in Keithley's absence and had a heck of a year. This was the year of the shine for Dalton Kincaid. He took advantage of every opportunity. He is the ultimate seam stretcher with great hands. Josh Allen's going to love this kid. He is not a tight end. He is a glorified wide receiver, guys. Blocking things will keep improving. He's going to work on that. But he's a guy, boy, they move him around. They move him outside. He's 6'3.5" range, 246 pounds. Great hand-eye coordination. And a guy, like I said, that really put on a show. When he got that opportunity with Grant Keithley.
Yeah, just a ton of production over the last 2 years. 106 catches, 1,400 yards, 16 touchdowns. If you're Buffalo, we thought about Buffalo maybe adding another wide receiver. What if they add another weapon to go with Stephon Diggs and Gabe Davis? You talk about him being a glorified receiver, so they're going to give Josh Allen
Girls are on the clock.
I like what Buffalo did here. Making that offense and giving them another weapon. Taking some pressure off the number 2 receiver.
Picked up a cheerleader.
55% mismatch. He was the line in the slot. So what is he going to do? He's going to work between the numbers. He's going to work between the numbers, run the seams, run the wide basics, which are the 10 yards and cut across the field. He's tough after the call. He will compete as a blocker. You can use him as a U. You can line him up and pull back for him. You know,
I'm sorry, Ryan.
tight end block across the formation. He'll compete in all that stuff. Ken Dorsey will find some real creative ways to use this guy, Josh Allen. I love him.
All right, so the Dallas Cowboys are now on the clock, and Chris Mortensen has an insight for us. Morris.
Yeah,
With the Dalton Kincaid to the Bills, and the Bills jumping from the Cowboys. This is not where we expect these tight ends to go. Now for the Cowboys, I don't know who they're going to pick, but I do know tight end is a need. And the one guy who most resembles Jason Witten, the all-time greats for the Cowboys, tight end, is Michael Mayer of Notre Dame.
You know who they're picking up? That boy from Notre Dame, the tight end from Notre Dame, bro.
Not saying he's going to be the pick here, but Mike McCarthy, the Cowboys, find somebody who can play in line in the tight end, block, and still make catches down the field. At some point, we're going to see these tight ends come off the board the rest of the night.
Is it Diller or no?
In the second round. I think the top of the second round too as well, Greeny.
Now we just saw the first guy. I feel like
somebody who was at down.
You guys have running back right
much earlier in the draft than this, so he'd be a very interesting option here for Dallas.
He's a smaller. He has
his ankle broke. He doesn't have the longest arms, like the short arms thing bother people, but you watch him play since his freshman year. He didn't play too much. He plays a true freshman.
They don't have a tight end, bro.
Rated coming out of high school, but made a big time name for himself at Notre Dame. He is a blood and guts football player. Boy, he will win contested situations. He will battle for every inch of real estate after the catch. He'll help out as an inline blocker. He's a throwback to the 80s as a tight end.
Yeah, he's the most complete tight end in the draft as far as somebody that can line up on the line of scrimmage and block and also work the passing game. He's not going to wow you with the numbers. He's not going to wow you with the 40 time. You talk about the arms, the length, all that. But he reminds me so much of Jason Witten. A guy that can just get over. Jason Witten is going to the Hall of Fame on one route. And it is, wow, the ability for that tight end to get the option and then the hands, the sure hands. It doesn't matter when he's covered, he's really not covered. Go up, catch the football with your hands. Talk about being a body catcher. He's not. He's going to go up and snatch the football with his hand. Reminds me of somebody else when they said he's not an athlete, he's not quite fast. All Jason Witten did was come to Dallas and have a Hall of Fame career, catch the football with his hands, always in the right spot. But what he really made hay smell is when it came time to be a blocker, came time to run the football, he could stick his nose in there. You can line him up there wide, you can bring him across, he can block. And for a team that wants to run the football, Mike McCarthy has said he wants to, this sure looks familiar. How really ironic would this be for Dallas to have one tight end in the Hall of Fame and Jason Witten and go draft another with the same type characteristics as Michael Mayer?
It was kind of uncanny how similar they look. When I was watching them, I'm going, so I remember when Jason came out of Tennessee, I was no one. I didn't think Jason had a hell of a career, he's a hell of a guy. There's no question about loving his depth. I didn't think he'd be that good of a tight end. I didn't think he'd get it. And I was just like, man, he just doesn't look like he's going anywhere. And you know, I'm surprised at the number of people who didn't challenge Mike at the line of scrimmage in college. He was constantly getting free releases. And then he just put people around on the second level, and he had those great hands. And he is a good route runner now. He's very good at the top route.
Oh, they have
very,
me. They
very
got
good at that. It's almost like too easy of a pick for them.
The Cowboys have taken a lot of time to make this decision here, and so one wonders if perhaps we will see a trade. Certainly something has happened as you see.
Because honestly, that's what you get from Dak Prescott.
The pick is in and the Cowboys have made it. And so we'll see which direction they choose to go as they had the good season last year. Dak Prescott taking, in most people's estimation, a step backwards a season ago. They changed with the offensive coordinator. Kellen Moore no longer there. He's now in Los Angeles with the Chargers. Booker, you mentioned it. They're looking to run the football more this year, and obviously the tight end fits nicely into that scheme.
Yeah, they talked about not being able to try to outscore everybody. And Mike McCarthy got a lot of flack for those comments. They're like, the name of the game is scoring points. But at some point, you have to win with how you want to win, your philosophy, how you want to do it. And so, yeah, it makes sense to get a tight end in this situation.
Oh, Cowboys
perhaps that's the direction
Cowgirls!
The defense was much improved obviously each of the last 2 years.
Oh, yeah,
under
bonafide
Dan
hater!
Campbell. Anything on the defensive side that you could see they might do as we continue to speculate about the possibility of a tight end?
Well, when you look at their run defense, I mean, that's where they were in the bottom quarter of the league as far as rushing yards per game. So, I mean, I just, the tight end makes more sense to me here as far as, you know, what they want to get done offensively and how maybe they want to have a controlled passing game. I mean, defensive tackle just seems to be a breach of the people that are available right now. But, look, I mean, when you know that in the NFC, that you're going to have to be able to control the line of scrimmage, especially in their division against Philadelphia, Maybe defensive tackle makes sense. I just don't know who.
Who's the player that came in and he was kind of like a chess piece? Okay, when you talk about Michael Parsons, edge, linebacker, they blitzed him. Nolan Smith has some of those same characteristics, and he ran 4-3, just like Michael Parsons. So maybe they get another chess piece like that they can move around.
I mean, big guys make more sense. Only to me, only because I saw Jason Kelsey in the hotel this morning. And I said, look, it was unfair what you were doing to people down the stretch, dude. I don't know what you're doing as far as your training regimen. Give it to me. Whatever, give it to me. So I don't know, maybe defensive tackle makes sense.
We're going to find out now. The Cowboys are taking some time, and the commissioner is
Yellow, but he ain't want to do shit. They're picking up
With the
tight end.
26th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Dallas Cowboys select Mozzie Smith, defensive tackle.
What?
That's a surprise.
What? Mozzie Smith?
No, the word you hear a lot with this young man is freak. The quickness and agility at his size is extremely rare.
Wow! Why more than he's crazy?
Yeah, he's a powerful
Imagine if that tight end still say, bro, we
2.5 tackles for loss, half the sack. 48 tackles.
Why
He's
more
a blocker that can turn and lose, coach him up. He's got the talent to be a good
Honestly, that's
player.
why you guys are
At the very least, he's going to be an
I
anchor
would've
against
picked
the
up
run.
the
He's
tight
going to
end,
be able to
bro.
solidify that interior.
Because your
With
offense
powerful
can't
hands,
score.
You've got to believe he can expand his game to become
But
more
our
of a factor
defense
getting
is
into the
good.
backfield.
Yeah, your
I've
defense
never
is
seen
good,
anybody
but
move him out. And you won't move him either because he is a bangable man inside. And for a team that wants to be able to get to third down, you got to stop the run on first and second down to allow Michael Parsons, to allow DeMarcus Lawrence the ability to rush the passer. He has pass rush ability. It just won't look clean. He can push the pocket. Now
Did he really? He on the Eagles? Get the fuck out of here.
The numbers will show up, but he will be
If he on the Eagles?
He's not getting the play consistently coming off the ball. For me, I saw him too late off the ball. Not getting off blocks one-on-one.
Oh,
He
yeah,
went
the
1-for-1 at the point of attack where you're sitting there going, look, man, you're 6'3", you're 323 pounds. You have 34 reps. You should be ragdolling people, and you're not. I mean, I guess that's why you slipped down to this area of the draft in the first. But he has tremendous physical
I thought my
Jaguars are on the clock after moving back twice already
Me too,
tonight.
bro.
Very much in keeping with the theme of tonight. What a night it has been. Trades galore, and we are still waiting for the whole team, Kansas City, to wrap it up with the final pick. Round one of the NFL draft, and we continue in just a moment.
Bro. I think you guys are gonna go. The Heat Knicks is gonna go game 6 or 7.
Actually, Ezekiel Elliott is still a Cowboy.
Sunday Ticket.
Yeah, he's
Does
just
this
going
mean
into
you can
free
watch
agency.
NFL Sunday Ticket without putting a satellite dish on your roof? Does this mean you can watch your favorite teams out of market Sunday games? Does this mean all the players are technically YouTube celebrities now? Yes. Do every one
Oh, he
of
hasn't
those
signed with anyone
things.
else.
Sign up now and get our most full season price of the year on YouTube and YouTube TV. You brought a human here.
I ain't even seen nothing. I'm not even seeing anything right now.
Nobody wants that nigga. That's what it is.
How big can this guy be?
Look at the new Transformers movie,
So
guys.
like way bigger than a planet.
Oh, I want to watch that.
My nigga Bumblebee.
Hey, you guys ever heard of that movie,
Trailer on
Mafia Mama?
$6 your way down at BK. All your taste buds will say hooray.
Brianna and I watched it last night.
When hunger calls, you know what to
That's when we were at the movies. Yeah. We're the only ones in the movie theater.
Y'all was? Y'all was chilling?
For real? The whole movie theater, bro.
The big screen?
Yup.
That's what's up, bro.
The all new.
You know what movie I want to go see? Eagle Dead Rise.
What if you could make analyzing a big bank's data no big deal? Well, what if you partner with IBM and Red Hat, use a hybrid cloud solution to connect data across multiple systems globally, and then analyze all that data with Watson?
We gotta go to the theater next time.
Security standards?
Compliance standards?
Mm-hmm.
So they get the insights they need
Yep.
in real time to make quick decisions.
Check.
I just ain't like watching
And check. That's the hybrid cloud solution IBM and the global bank created. What will you create? IBM. Let's create
A perfectly poached egg, English muffin, shredded beef, and roasted peppers, creamy hollandaise. New Eggs Benedicts in 4 delicious flavors, only from IHOP.
Download the app and earn free food with every order.
And hit the road if we're gonna beat the traffic.
What? Maybe we'll just beat the traffic tomorrow?
Let's go, Bono.
The schedule is released.
Watch the
Great storylines.
That's the one. That's the one you watch. Let's play.
All eyes
Look
on
around
the
the other way.
quarterback.
It's a true revenge game.
Leaps him in, and it is caught. If you're a fan of football, this is the day. Back in Kansas City, and time now for a draft moment delivered by Pizza Hut, or in this case, a flurry of them. That was the moment when Bryce Young heard his name called as the first pick in the draft, and then came C.J. Stroud, and then so many others that have come behind. Special moments here all night long in Kansas City, enthusiasm all over the country as the NFL draft has continued, filled with a variety of fabulous moments. And it's time now, Mel, to take a look at your best available still remaining in tonight's class, which is brought to you by Courtyard by Marriott.
Yeah, the injuries have affected this list a little bit. Will Levis with the toe, more talk about that, banged up basically since October 1st. Throughout the rest of the season was Will. Tyler Pruitt, one of the kids, will be a steal for somebody. No one's
Come on, guys.
8 games in,
No Melon.
pushes him down just a bit. Joey Porter Jr., got a little handsy at times to cover. Really improved on that. Still available.
He ain't no cantaloupe, no watermelon.
Has now flexibility. Then Anton Harrison, offensive tackle, left tackle, started the first game this year at right tackle. Blake his athleticism, Blake his length. But he had a good career at Oklahoma. And he's the next offensive tackle to come off the board. Jacksonville has traded back a couple of times, and we'll see what player it is, Lewis, that they've decided to identify here. Obviously, the star young quarterback, Trevor Lawrence, who really came into his own a year ago.
Yeah, make sure you protect him, right? Take care of that young man. They've had some losses on the offensive line.
Here he is, Roger Goodell with the pick.
With the 27th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Jacksonville Jaguars select Anton Harrison, tackle, Oklahoma.
Anton Harrison.
Well, it was just as you said, versatile lineman from Washington, D.C., played mostly left tackles for 23 games at that spot the last 2 seasons. Another one who played basketball in high school, so he's got the feet, and he's got plenty of power, Mel.
He does. You look at a kid, I thought I was impressed. He had that one game at right tackle this year. That was the first game, started the season opener against UTEP at right tackle. Remaining 11 games were at left tackle. That's where he's played his career. They can play both in the NFL. 6'4" and a quarter, 315 pounds, with long arms. As a run blocker, drove defenders off the ball. I thought he sealed the combo block. Was really effective. As a pass blocker, the footwork, the technique, the ability to mirror, he did that. He got that movement in the run game. He was a pretty complete offensive lineman. He was at his best. He played, I thought, had a will of the season. He was on my big board. Ended up at 26 on the top 250, 300 big board. Anton Harrison, 26. He was the next offensive tackle. I think the ability to play right tackle or left tackle makes him valuable. And who are you protecting? You're protecting the franchise down there in Trevor Lawrence.
And this makes sense when you figure out the report came out that Jaguars left tackle Cam Robinson could be facing a multi-game suspension. So now if you're Doug Peterson and you're the head coach and you're the Jaguars, you want to make sure if and when Cam Robinson does get suspended, you have a young tackle in the fold. So this makes perfect sense.
Absolutely, Adam Schefter has the very latest with some perspective on that. Schefter?
Well, and that's the whole thing here, Greedy. Cam Robinson, the Jaguars' former franchise player, is facing a suspension for violating the performance enhancing drug policy. And it's going through the process right now. He's fighting it, but the chances are ultimately he's going to face some type of multi-game suspension. And that had to figure into the Jaguars' thinking, although they also like the player.
Come on, man.
Cam Robinson, they're prepared to open the season with that.
That's funny as fuck, That's funny as fuck.
Right tackle, left tackle, versatility, although he's probably going to be more comfortable
Dr. Evil.
I
swear to God it does, bro.
All the physical talent that you have, as fast as you can run, as big as you are, when you let your hands go, you have a heavy punch. He wasn't like, when you watch some of these other tackles in this draft, they were trying to core people, like physically impose their will. Darnell Wright, there's a reason why he went 9th overall. because he tried to play nasty. This kid has the physical ability. The same kind of physical ability as some of the higher rated tackles, but it wasn't, he didn't have that same kind of nasty temperament. And that's what they're going to, if they can bring that out of him, get him to play with a little bit more pad level, sink his hips a little bit more, so he can come out of his hits and play with more power, they have themselves this field.
He doesn't have that tenacity, but what he does have is the reliability of a guy that size. When he gets off balance, when he gets beat, he can recover, and I think that's something that you can't teach.
All right, and so the Cincinnati Bengals will be next up here. We have 4 picks remaining in round 1 of this NFL draft, and barring any more trades, and certainly we may still see some if history is going to be any guide, but we have the Bengals and the Saints, then the Eagles and Kansas City will wrap it up, and that's why not one person has left here tonight. Frequently as we've been here, we've seen folks leave earlier, but for the first time, the defending Super Bowl champions are hosting the draft, and so the fans are waiting for that. This clear another day. The Bengals are ready to go. The commissioner is here.
With the 28th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Cincinnati Bengals select Myles Murphy, defensive end, Clemson.
A 5-star recruit, was the top player in the state of Georgia coming out of high school, had 29 pressures last year at Clemson. Mel.
Yeah, he was in that recruiting class in 2020 with Trenton Simpson, linebacker, Brian Brzee, outstanding defensive tackle. Myles Murphy, 6'4.5", 268 pounds. You think about 4.52 in his pro day. The power, the speed that he has to get after the quarterback and be a factor against the run was impressive. Now, he never had trusted him.
Hell no, not again.
That feared pass rusher. You thought it could be. His talent indicated he could be. Continued improvement in that area is needed. 2022, he had 11 tackles for us, only 6.5 sacks. The talent's there, the ability's there. That 4.52 pro day was impressive. He has to put it all together to be a double-digit sack guy in the NFL.
A ton of upside. His freshman year left you wanting more. You want to see it more and more, and you never saw it consistently. I think that's the thing. He's got a ton of upside. His good is really, really good. But his bad just leaves you like, how can a guy with those freaky stats
I'm good.
not make
I'm good.
not make more
Get
plays?
the fuck out of here, cuz. We dropped the phone,
It's going to be up
cuz.
to the defensive line coach. Can you get it out of him every single snap with the consistency?
We good.
So you beat your PR Warzone?
I'm being my PR tonight, cuz. I'm being my PR, cuz. Give me 20.
Lou Anarumo, the defensive coordinator, who I absolutely love. We'll get it out of this guy. I didn't have any problem with this motor. He has got power for
So we
days.
got Saints.
All right, we continue in a moment here as our aerial coverage is provided by Goodyear. It takes drive to reach the next destination. Goodyear, more driven, 3 more picks tonight. Round 1 of the NFL
Oh,
draft
they only
in
do the
Kansas
first
City.
round. Oh, that's it. They done after this. They done after this. Yeah, it's already 8:30, cuz.
Doing TV wrong.
You thought that other TV provider was
We
good
need to
enough.
go up
Now
on the
what?
fucking
You'll talk?
on the war zone tonight.
You call us watching sports.
Your cousin getting on? It's better because we need practice.
So much in life is a compromise. Number one, customer satisfaction. Direct
Because they got the world.
Now,
They got the.
get out of here.
Guarantee your low price for 2 years. Call 1-800-DIRECTV to get a $200 reward card.
Next on Behind the Series.
Let me tell you about the greatest roster
So if you
ever
get on
assembled.
tonight, bro,
The monster,
we gonna,
the outlaw.
if it's 4 of us,
You
we
can't
need
forget
to play
about the
quads
boss.
on the big map.
Sometimes
We need to play quads on, hey,
the
Chris.
Subway Series.
If we
Greatest
run it,
movie
if
of all time.
your cousin gets
Number
on,
1 rated brand in cordless outdoor power brings you
Quads on the big
world's
map.
first power load string trimmer with Line IQ technology.
It's a big map that we
So
need to
smart,
use.
it loads the line
Then we gotta
automatically
pay Battle
and keeps
Royale.
the line extended to maintain full trimming
We
power.
gotta get used to
With
being
Line
in that.
IQ,
We gotta
there
get
are no
used to
bugs,
die
so
watching.
you work faster. Powered by
Yeah.
Uber's
Because I
patented
died in
56
Gulag, bro. I don't know.
I got smacked in the
It runs up to 60
Smack
minutes
because I don't know it.
charge.
Yeah, you gotta
Plus,
use
the
that
same
Gulag
battery
zone
powers
on
all
one.
Ego tools exclusively at Lowe's, Ace, and Ego authorized dealers.
But it's not the same glue
We
on.
all have something we love,
Yep.
a passion. Could be our job, travel, sports. It could be anything. But here's the thing, if you follow it, wherever it takes you, you'll always find what you're looking for.
It doesn't get any better than this.
Yeah. Be a shame if it rained though, and that's why I brought these.
By myself.
turned up with y'all today.
See?
Man,
protected.
for real,
That's
guys.
what I'm saying. I used last
Mm,
night.
yeah.
Yeah, I was like,
No idea
today,
to bring
but I
it up.
couldn't-
Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah, you could have been turning up with us tonight.
Sleep last night. I was up until like
This is
5.
bracket for dogs like you.
You haven't been with an Afghan
You could have turned up tonight.
This is Jamie Foxx.
You afraid you can do anything you want. Really? I was missing with this couch. That's my life.
I'm probably gonna have to play this shit in the living room. I told Brianna I'll play this shit in the room. Tournament tomorrow, I'll play this shit in the room. So I can sit there in the room.
I had to tell my little cousin. I figured out your little mic
Rated R.
situation. Cause I don't want to hear my couple melodies and just screaming. But I want to
Yeah.
turn shit off, cuz. Get your mic and see that shit.
Yeah, because that shit be fucking me up.
I need to hear when niggas is here running. The babies be yelling and be
80
Coco
years of
yelling in the
draft.
back. And the
Coco yelling.
I be talking to my nieces and nephews because I can hear them on the mic and I know
But there's
who
nothing
voice
left
it
for
is.
yours.
Hey, that's baby.
The coach was bumping me. I'd be like,
Yeah, that shit ain't it, bro.
Rounds 2 and 3 tomorrow. So we doing this shit tomorrow? What's up?
The 2023 NFL Draft is
Rounds
presented
2 and 3
by
tomorrow.
Courtyard by Marriott, the official
And
hotel
tomorrow
of the
what, Friday?
NFL. And in part by
And it's after our tournament.
Movie
And it's after our tournament. I
in
know it's after our
theaters June
tournament.
9th. Rated R. And
I gotta see it tomorrow.
Subway.
no, I think my mom
Subway's
was
upping their game with the All-Star Subway Series menu. Order by name or number, and they'll do the rest.
As everyone knows, this city of Kansas City is one of the great sports cities in America. They love their Chiefs, and they have shown up in a huge way tonight. 125,000 people, they estimated attendance tonight. And that
What time?
left.
Hey,
Yeah!
Team come on, guys!
Super Bowl champ, which means they will make the final pick.
Hey, I'll pitch in whatever, bro. If you need something, let me know.
Tonight we have a few picks before we get there.
Yeah, let me know, guys.
Their pick is in, then we will have the two Super Bowl teams. The Eagles have made one pick already tonight, and then Kansas City will make theirs. The Saints
good.
pick is
Yeah,
in
we good.
very quickly.
Yeah.
And you have pass rush on defense, effect on the interior to help a guy.
Okay, Saints pick is in. What the Saints gonna pick?
They're getting a little bit older at the position. They got to
They need a
keep it up on
quarterback.
the defensive line.
The time of change for New Orleans, obviously, in the last few years.
Carr,
They do bring in
guys!
Derek Carr
They
to
got
play
Derek
quarterback
Carr!
for this year, so they will
I
go
totally
in that
forgot the
direction,
Saints
and I
got
see the
Derek Carr, bro.
commissioner
You know,
making his way out here in the NFC South, a division really in a state of flux. Let's see what the Saints are doing. Here's the commissioner.
And they got Derek Carr,
With the
bro.
29th pick
Oh
in the
my
2023
God.
NFL Draft,
Yeah, they're nice.
the New Orleans Saints select Brian Brzee, defensive tackle.
Okay, they
Clemson.
need defense.
Back-to-back
Brian
wins
Brees,
since
okay, he nice.
He's been on the radar a
Hey,
long
I
time.
swear.
Some services right
They
now.
go in different
High
rounds
school
than the
player
mock
in
draft that I was
country.
looking at earlier today.
Yeah,
Will
Damascus
Levis
High
on the
School, he
fucking
was right there
board.
between Lance Rick Green, you're right. He was also on the basketball team. When he came in 2020 with Miles Murphy, he was the linebacker. He looked like like he was going to be a top 10 pick.
He ain't
top
even at the
15
draft. He got hope.
He had a great 2020 season.
Hey, I swear to God, we better pick up Will Levis if he's still because you think about it, everybody's still there, nigga. Yeah.
2020 runs out the season, then the ACL.
Yeah.
Then this past year, his sister passes away. He has a kidney infection. I mean, and then you look rejuvenated at the combine, ranked 493 at 60 years old.
Oh, he nice.
He looked like Brian Brzee was back like he was at 2020. So I think they're going to get a kid here who would now talk about what he means to that defense. Look, you mentioned number one need for the Saints defensive tackle.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
they need
Levis,
pass
we
rush
can pick him up in the second
on
round,
the
bro.
inside
That's
to
a
help
dub.
out Cam Jordan.
They're getting a little old. They're getting a little long in the tooth on the defensive side. They need juice. They don't need him just to be a two-gapper. They don't need him to look. Obviously, they need him to stop the runs and they can get the third down.
If Richardson was still on the board, I would say, yeah, bro. If Richardson, I ain't gonna cap, bro. If Richardson was still on the
Hopefully
board,
he's healthy
they
now,
probably would have
and
picked
he's
him
in a
up
good
at
space
16,
mentally to where he
They
can
would've
really
picked him
hit
up
the
at
ground
16,
running.
but he
Because
got
last
picked
year, at different times, he looked like a shell of himself. He looked like somebody who really just needed to get the season over, get the training, and get himself right.
you know, to me, brings a lot of scheme versatility because you can line him up at the one technique, which is right over the center. You can line him at the three technique over the guard. So New Orleans can play him anywhere they want to play him as long as they get the 2020 version of the first All-American. It's rare you see a guy that big that can run sub 540, that can move like that. They can unleash that, and now you still have Cam going from off the edge. This can
And so two teams remain last year's Super Bowl teams, the Eagles and then the Chiefs will wrap up round one. Now let's take a look at the best available players tonight. With your presenter, as always, Mike Courtyard.
Yeah, the quarterback's still there because nobody here is needing a quarterback. So unless somebody trades back in, Will Levis slides into the second round. Nolan Smith.
You know what?
Offensive, he gets 8 sacks off the edge, but he is coming off that torn pectoral.
Honestly, bro, he would have been that
corner with only have one clear interception. They're holding that against him.
Scary Terry and Brian Robinson.
Player in Georgia Tech this past year. Then Michael Mayer. We talked about him at
If anybody needed a quarterback like him, it would have been
not Dallas Cowboys. Instead, went
because everyone else in the league got a quarterback.
Out of Michigan,
everybody in the league got a
quarterback. Tight end Oregon State and Darnell Washington. Georgia stole the ball.
Yeah, you do. The Cowgirls need a new manager.
And of course, we were looking there at the pictures of Will Levis, and it feels like every now and again we have one of these nights where there is a player whose name we expect
that's why he mad.
much earlier. And in the case of
because he ain't getting picked up by the fucking Eagles. He ain't getting picked up by the Chiefs, and he damn for sure ain't getting up by the Steelers.
Yeah, I think he was always going to be the fourth quarterback, and I think teams looked at him and said, okay, the last couple of years, the turnover,
Will Levis is not
played. And that's probably why you look at a guy like Will Levis, who was a projected early pick, as my graphic says, now he's falling down the board because his play is not the level as the other guys.
And you just look at some of those teams that are going to pick at the top of the second round tomorrow. I mean, you look at a team like the Rams. I mean, Will Levis played in that kind of offense. They came from that 2 tight ends, 2 wide, the 12 personnel, play action heavy type of offense that he played at.
Look,
I think you're going to have to look at scheme specific teams that think that they can really match up to his skill set when you're talking about tomorrow.
I don't think it's an excuse when you talk about this past year to throw it out. Yeah, when the team was hurt, there were miles in front of him. Will couldn't move. Normally, he's running for 20 yards. He played because he's a gutsy, tough kid. And he played through pain. Oh, there's no question about it. I don't know how you hold turnovers in Kentucky with the offensive line as bad as it was against Will Levis. We're not in the 7th round here. Yeah. We're only going into round 2. I mentioned I had Boomer Esiason. I talked to him. That left brought up Dan Fouts, Johnny Unitas, all the quarterbacks. So if you were the second round pick, so 3 players in the first round. Ricky Huntley, linebacker, Pete Koch, defensive end, and Brian Blados, offensive tackle. He becomes the 4th.
Hey, let y'all know, Twitch is the bitch. Twitch likes fucking cancel people that run up.
Analyzing
oh God, bro.
At ESPN, and he still remembers the play that Cincinnati took in the first round, the year that Boomer Esiason went in the second. Let's talk about the Eagles then for a moment here. This is a team that has almost everything, and they obviously made an aggressive move earlier tonight to take Jalen Carter, who many believe is the best player in this draft. So many questions surrounding him, so they make that pick earlier tonight. In what direction should they be looking here, Lewis?
They got, they can't handle people going viral.
Could it be a corner?
We can't, Twitch can't handle people going viral.
You can never say you have too many defensive linemen. I don't think they're going to take a wide receiver. You know, the running back is off the board in the first round. The best 2 running backs are off the board.
Yeah.
So they don't need that. They're solid along the offensive line. I think it's defense, I think it's secondary.
Well, you take a look at their draft room there as you see everyone sort of standing around.
28 minutes, bro.
2 minutes and change before the pick has to come in. It's an interesting move they made earlier tonight, moving up the spot to take Jalen Carter. So another really strong, powerful player on that defense.
There was a kid, and we'll probably see him in the second round that late. You know what? Steve Avila from TCU as a guard.
Jalen Carter. The Eagles pick another defense.
Let's secondary just makes this football team. This football team.
Who's the commissioner?
They love defensive linemen and pass rushers.
The Eagles.
They love been banging the drum for Nolan Smith all over. Like I have people tell me his pit's going to be fine. That's not a reason.
That's not a reason. And he's so fast off the edge. And he plays so hard. He plays, and he gets about tabletop height coming around the corner. That when you talk about Von Miller comparison,
yes,
that's the get off that I'm talking about.
He's slippery coming up.
I mean, it's out
very
there.
similar to like Hassan Reddick. What he did.
Exactly.
You may have just heard loud cheers behind us. That's because when the Eagles kick went in, the graphic popped up in the building that says the Kansas City Chiefs are now on the clock. And so that's why you're hearing so many of the cheers from the 125,000 fans who are here. I haven't done this. I have not done this scientifically, but I think 124,000 of them are from Kansas City and are rooting for the Chiefs. It has been remarkable to see how excited Kansas City has been, and understandably so. We're 2 months away from them celebrating a Super Bowl championship with a parade that culminated almost exactly where we're sitting right now.
Thing about Philly,
He
I'm
pushed
telling
them
you, like,
hella
in that
hard,
Super Bowl,
bro.
we're sitting there, we call it, we're watching the game, and we're going, for a team that was ferocious rushing the passer, they couldn't get the passer. You know that had to stick, like, and there'd be a thorn in their side all off season. We have to get even more guys.
And the field has something to do with that.
You never have enough, right?
The Eagles entering the stage with the commissioners, Donna Kelsey, the mom of Jason and Travis, to announce the Eagles pick in the winner.
No matter what happens.
Without that push off, you wouldn't have got that shot.
Joining me on stage now are some very special guests.
Nah, you can't.
Content creators who you know from
Is he
YouTube.
playing clean and Jimmy Bucket's playing dirty?
And Jason and
bro.
Travis's mom.
I watched that replay. I was like,
Kelsey.
"Ooh, that's a good shot." And then I watched it closer. I'm like, "Dog, he pushed off hella. He pushed off so much, bro. He created. Nah, bro.
Okay, Miss Dunn, I got a question for you.
No, because if that was Giannis pushing off that way, you'd be saying the same shit I'm saying.
How in the world do you decide?
Yeah, if Giannis pushed off that way, yeah, exactly. But it's your team. But it's your team, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
So we cooked up something a little
That's what I'm
special for
saying,
you
bro.
to help you break the tie.
That's what I'm saying. Because if Giannis did that shit and they won the end, you'd be like, "Oh, he pushed off, cuz that's a foul." Yeah, exactly. That's why. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's not right. Exactly. That's why he's saying he got the 16. What did they just do?
Good news with NFL Sunday Ticket on YouTube and YouTube TV. You don't
Okay,
have to make
the
that
Eagles
decision.
again?
Both boys at the same time.
Great.
You ready to do this?
Yes.
Okay.
The Eagles again, cuz?
And the Philadelphia Eagles.
Oh my gosh, they're going stupid in the first round.
NFL draft, the Philadelphia Eagles select Nolan Smith,
Nolan
linebacker, George
defense, bro. Oh my
Lewis
gosh,
Hayes, your guy, and
bro.
at some point, the Philadelphia
They make
Eagles
it
may
sure,
consider
bro.
changing
They
their
got
name
fucking
to the Bulldogs. As they're just bringing the entire Georgia defense down there, and including
I don't give a fuck. We the only team that beat them.
Georgia D tonight.
It's unbelievable. They got four guys off of a defense that so many people said it's the best defense
I don't
of
really
a
care,
generation.
bro, but
And
the
now they
Eagles
got
made
four
the
of them
best
to go
first
along
round
with
moves
a great
that I've seen
combination
in the
of
draft in a
veterans
long time, bro.
already along the defensive line. This team, I'll tell you what, they're doing some work, man. And they're building it front to back. That is for sure. They are saying we're going to bring people in waves. This guy plays so hard. And he's so fast off the snap. And I'm telling you, he plays about 3 feet off the ground as far as his pad level. And you know just how torturous that is for offensive tackles and running backs who are trying to pick up these guys when they're rushing the passer. And when you talk about this guy who had 4-3,
They picked up all defensive
come on
players
now.
in the first
With
round.
the people they already have, the inside big bodies who are athletic, and now the juice on the outside with Hassan and him and Brandon Graham to be able to teach them. It's unfair, almost what they're putting together up front.
He's got the best bend in the draft. You talk about Von Miller like being around the corner. He runs the arc, meaning when he gets to the top of this pass rush, he can bend the corner and get to the quarterback. That's
Oh, you guys beat them.
For a guy
But
that
they was
runs
already.
here's the thing that he needs
Yeah,
in
they didn't have
football.
Hurts.
He's got to get a
No, don't give me all that shit. Don't give me all that shit. No, don't give me all that shit. You guys had all your full power. No, don't give me that shit. They had Gardner Minshew. They had Gardner Minshew. We beat them with Hurts and all their
You see,
weapons,
this
bro.
room has turned red now for Kansas City,
I
and
don't
that's
give a
why
fuck
it's got
what
Billy
you
Bulls
say.
on
We
the
beat
matter.
them.
But
We
here they
beat
are.
them in
Sterling
January,
Gardner, Nolan Smith,
51-26.
Davis, and Kobe Dean. year
We beat
ago.
them in January, 51-26.
23. 98,
2021 defense that they said was the best defense ever. Now they're recreating it in Philly, and it's all good for Jalen Carter and Nolan Smith. Young guys that can come in with the veterans you mentioned, Lewis, that are already there. This is a perfect mixture in Philadelphia culture, creating environment.
Those guys just came back for 1 year. Fletcher came back for 1 year. Fletcher Cox. Brandon came back for 1 year. Jason Kelsey came back for 1 year. You were trying to create a college-like bond through the draft. That's why you like building through the draft. How about you just get all the guys in the same team? I'm in the NFL. I mean, what better way to create culture than that?
How about Nolan Smith, Mel?
Tell you what, you talk about slippery off the edge. He can impact the game in a variety of ways. I think that's the thing what Nolan's able to do. And so smart, really high football IQ. Certainly for the Philadelphia Eagles, to be the guys who've been on back-to-back national championship teams, put them on one side, and also give Jalen Carter that strong locker room and the friendship that he has with those former teammates. Also an important piece of the equation.
Well, it may be fairly obvious. Let's explain what you were seeing. Those are two Lombardi trophies that they've just brought out onto the stage. As the Chiefs have won, of course, 2 Super Bowls in the last few years with their spectacular young quarterback in Patrick Mahomes and Coach Andy Reid and everything else, and the fans are going to get to celebrate that. The part owner, chairman, and CEO Clark Hunt will be out along with the commissioner to announce the final pick of the first round, which will be here any moment. As you see, the Chiefs have a little less than 3 minutes left to make that pick, but it's really the culmination of this Super Bowl celebration that we are seeing here tonight, bro.
Yeah, it's outstanding, and if you're the Chiefs, having won the Super Bowl, let's face it, they got the best quarterback in the league in Patrick Mahomes, and they played a lot of rookies in the secondary, so this allows them at this pick, they can go up a number of ways. Do they continue to go up front and try to get somebody to replace Frank Clark coming off the edge, because he's no longer there. You can always fortify your pass rush. But this is a luxury pick for a team that has Patrick Mahomes and a ton of young secondary guys that contributed at a high level on the back end.
You want to talk about a team like we talked about Seattle, like we're talking about Philadelphia tonight, that has done work in the draft over the past 2-3 years? Brett Veach, the general manager of the Chiefs, has done work. Okay, this team is set.
They only had 2 picks. What the fuck?
A bunch of young guys on the defensive side of the ball at all 3 levels.
That's what I swear to
They
God.
have revamped their offensive line again, maybe made it even stronger. They found a running back in the 7th round last year in Isaiah Pacheco, who's become a stud.
I don't care, bro. They
some more
picked up
juice
2
at the wide receiver
players.
position.
They
They need to
don't do well
continue to
on
make
offense.
sure that Patrick has enough guys. And Travis Kelsey can't play forever. Right? What's Travis now, 34 years old?
Yeah, right in there.
So, I mean, and you have some tight ends now who can possibly be that luxury type of pick. I know Brett likes, that being Brett Veach likes the cornerbacks down there. They have a bunch of young corners already. But you're right. He's right now just reading the board, man, saying, what do I want?
Well,
what do I want?
Mel, I will mention that they are the first defending champion ever to lose both their starting offensive tackles from the Super Bowl, Orlando Brown Jr. and Andrew Wiley. I don't know if that's a direction that they would consider going here. They have a lot of options, but they did lose that. They did allow a league-worst 33 touchdown passes last year, for whatever that is worth. Mel, so they're great, but there are some needs.
Yeah, Tyler Steen, because Vanderbilt goes to Alabama, is a nice player. Matthew Bergeron, Syracuse is another player on the offensive line, had a nice finish to his career. I'll tell you what, Felix Anudike-Uzomah from Kansas State, a pass rusher coming off the edge. He'll be probably a second-round pick. We're going to get to that list tomorrow for rounds 2 and 3. Right now, we might go back to Nolan Smith. He was 12 on the big board. Philadelphia gets him at 30. So, I mean, again, the Eagles setting up, get the number 1 player on my board, Jalen Carter, at 9, get the number 12 at 30. That's the way you draft. That's getting value.
There's 32,
You
right?
mentioned Felix Anudike-Uzomah. Should he go here tonight?
Or
It would be
31.
a dream. He is originally from Kansas City,
No,
so he
it's
would
the
be
Chiefs. It's
the
the
ultimate in
Chiefs.
the local picks here. And again, this will be the final pick of round 1 tonight. This is a year in which there will only be 31 selections. The Dolphins forfeited their pick. So you might see on some of the screens it says pick 32. It's only the 31st pick of the first round, but there will only be 31 picks. So this is the last pick of the night. Again, as always, the defending Super Bowl champs will make it. And we are here in Kansas City where this celebration
ready to go
has
up,
continued
cuz?
straight up until tonight. They've also made a change
ready to
in
go up
offensive
on the
coordinator,
fucking
Lewis, with
on the
Eric
practicing
Bieniemy
ground? Come
no
on,
longer
cuz.
here.
We need to get that work
Nagy
in,
now
bro.
taking over the offensive coordinator role. He's someone who really, head coach Andy Reid got him into coaching when we were all in Philadelphia. And Matt is now, he's kind of like back in his comfort zone with people that he knows. He's college teammates with general manager Brett Veach. Look, this football team's just going to keep on humming because at the most important positions, they have nothing but alignment and unity. Head coach, general manager, offensive play caller, quarterback. It's all a perfect marriage going on right down here. What a great atmosphere to try and build a football team, man.
And the longer you think about it, again, Frank Clark, the absence, Chris Jones, we know he's dominant. You still need somebody to help Chris Jones up front. They need some juice coming off the edge. They got George Karlaftis from Purdue. Last year, more of a power guy. Where's the speed? Where's the fastball that Frank Clark brought off the edge?
The AFC is about as loaded, particularly with quarterback talent, as any conference has ever been at any time in the history of the National Football League. So you figure you always need some sort of defense, whatever the case may be. Chiefs obviously
either defense or one receiver
with Patrick Mahomes at quarterback. The word dynasty thrown around a good deal in these parts. All across the NFL as we wait now for the tip to come in here and wrap up. It's very interesting in the early stages, particularly fast-moving round one of the NFL.
Yeah, we've had runs on positions. We had the 4 wide receivers go in a row. Then you talk about the defensive line. We had Mozzie Smith,
Will Levis,
Murphy, Brian
big round one.
Like I say, you got guys
didn't get that bonus, guys.
Drops in the late first round. We're talking about Joey Porter Jr., the quarterback who has size.
They get a nice bonus.
Grabbing people wonder why is he still on the board because of that. Only one career interception. They follow people like those great ball skills that you need. So that's why Joey Porter Jr. We know about Will Levis. We talked about that. Keon White's an interesting kid out of Georgia Tech for the second round area. And then Brian Branch. No safeties have even been talked about in the first round. Brian Branch has done it all. He played center field, box, slot in Alabama. He's a good second round pick for somebody.
All right, and so we are ready now as they're going to announce the final pick in the first round of this year's NFL draft, and they will do so with an announcement to the House here in Kansas City right now.
Kansas City Chiefs selection. Please welcome Chairman and CEO of your Super Bowl champion, Kansas City Chiefs.
I can't wait to get on practice tonight, guys. We're going to go up.
It's time to use that sniper.
It's time to fucking go up. The big map.
Just doing somebody dirty with
now that we know it's the big map, cuz I got to get practice on the big map.
Kansas City. With the 31st pick of the 2023 NFL Draft, Kansas City Chiefs select Felix and DK.
Who they pick? DN. Okay, I knew it.
Bro, look at that.
Wow. Felix and Dookie as the boss. Dookie. Hey, the Super Bowl champs. The Super Bowl champs. Hey, wouldn't it be nice to be drafted with the Super Bowl champs?
Yeah, it would be nice to get drafted on the Super Bowl.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. It'll be nice to be drafted. I come next time with the Eagle jersey. Hey, I ain't gonna lie on Eagles.
They make the problem last week. Their colors are
this thing. I gotta watch this highlights. I don't think I've heard it.
The Chiefs colors are just like the rest of the league.
It's a different red. It's a lighter red.
It's a more red than our first. This is red.
You might make it home safe. I love you, Chris.
I'm ready to eat.
Hey, don't be lagging. I know how you get. We need to get on, bro. We need to get on, bro.
And we made it to the second or third round.
You gotta wait. The payback came in there. They did, but did he come up on stage? No, bro. He didn't come up. I didn't see him come up on stage.
Super Bowl celebration by taking the pass rusher out of Kansas.
See, that's him.
255. Brady has an assortment of ways to get after the quarterback at Kansas State. Good bend, non-stop motor, you gotta like that. I'll tell you, the production in the last 2 years, 25.5 tackles for loss, 19.5 sacks. What I love is that 8 foot.
See, now we see the timeline. That's what I'm waiting for.
Getting the turnover.
Okay, 6'3",
not getting the pressure, but turn the ball over back to that Kansas State offense. Like I said, 6'3", 255. Doesn't have that great burst. Get something you got to work on. That's the one thing that was lacking. Needs to be a little more effective at times against the run, but getting after the quarterback. Texas Tech game, 7 tackles, 3 sacks, and a forced fumble. One with speed to the outside, power in his hands to deliver a jolt. I think this is a kid in that defense. What they need.
Oh my God!
They weren't getting it. This kid can provide that. These are things you have to work on. Defensive line coach can get a lot out of this kid. Like I said, Lopez's career last 2 years, 8 forced fumbles. What about Will Anderson Jr. had one in his career, none of the last 2 years, but he had 8 strip sacks, forced fumbles over the last 2 seasons.
And because he needs to work on his technique in the run game, I can see them putting him at right end. They're going to put George Karlaftis on the left side. This is the speed guy we were speaking of, Greeny, coming off the edge, the vertical speed, and take advantage of that. Can we get the strip sacks? Can we get Patrick Mahomes the football back? This is the type of pass rush that they need to add. He plays hard. He's got to refine his skills a little bit in the run game, but as a pass rusher, he's exactly what they need.
Right now, I think this is the last piece really of their defense that they really need. They have playmakers at linebacker.
You know how many went to the
Willie Gay, Nick Bolger, as good as they are, and they're young, fast, aggressive. They have a bunch of young guys in the secondary who are just going to get better. Trent McDuffie's going to be an absolute superstar. They just needed more people. They had some. They signed Charles Omenihu from the San Francisco 49ers, who, along with Chris Jones, as veterans. Those two are going to be a problem. Now you put Karlaftis and this young man now on the
Mel, in a moment before we send it to
highlights
Scott Van Pelton's BC, one round of the draft. Is there an immediate winner that jumps out?
I ain't gonna say about. I ain't gonna say.
Jalen Carter, where they did at 9, my best overall player based on football ability.
I don't have the talent with playing at the NFL level, not one bit, bro.
That's the Eagles.
He won.
Tonight, I believe, would be Will Levis.
If I would have got the opportunity, bro, I feel like I would have
might
played
go quite early in this draft. We'll now have to wait until tomorrow.
They got in no man's land. One of these quarterbacks was going to get in a spot where it was going to be rough.
Nothing,
just because of team need.
I don't give a fuck, bro.
In a trade, so now we have a second-round quarterback with top 5.
I could have played ID to my talent. ID to low D1.
There's going to be rough.
Just because of team need. And nobody jumped in as in a trade, so now we have a second-round quarterback with top 5 ability, in my opinion. We'll see how it plays out down the road.
And as you look forward to tomorrow night, we talked about one of the deepest positions.
One of these quarterbacks was going to get in a spot where it was going to be rough, just because of team need. And nobody jumped in as in a trade. As catch tandem was what? Cedric Tillman, and also Jalen Hyatt. So all 3 Tennessee Vols were responsible for all those points. All 3. Butler, Tillman, and Hyatt still on the board.
And then you mentioned the safeties. I mean, they're going to be there too. Brian Branch is going to be a darn good football player for someone. He's going to be someone in the same vein as like a Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. He's going to be a good football player.
We had 3 quarterbacks in the first 4 picks, and then not another one that whose name was called tonight. We wondered, would we have 5 quarterbacks going round 1 this year? In the end, we had only the 3, so Hendon Hooker and Will Levis will have to wait until tomorrow night. And we will be back here tomorrow night for rounds 2 and 3 of the NFL Draft. We thank you for being with us tonight. We send it back to the Sports Center and Scott Van Pelt.
Yeah, drink some water, bro. Water
I feel like if I can't even eat that much, I only took a couple bites of my lasagna. I feel like look at this, Kelly. We're gonna do that.
A little lasagna.
Yeah, this shit.
I always get the bad angles. They never say me. Hi, kids. Do you like violence? You want to see me stick 9 inch nails and? Never mind.
It's copyrighted.
No.
You see, I've been getting followers though. Look at 2 days ago, you showing all my followers. Look at 5 days ago. I'm playing